I was 12 years old when I learned my first scripture, John 3:16. Tim Tebow led the charge, OT in Denver, but it was heard throughout the walls of the Sistine. Millie's watching him up on a stage, and everybody looked it up. I like to think the good he did with all the fame, and I wanted to join the club. See, it wasn't about the Super Bowl and all the spoils, but the messages it sent. He spread the word to foreign soils. People who never felt love for the first time. I'm hoping maybe I could do that through little songs and stupid rhymes. I watch my friends get married. They're making beautiful baby girls. They're buying homes, creating life, changing the world. And I can't help but think that I am not enough. Like, when's that happening to me? I can't be seen, I can't be loved. But then it hits me. Proverbs 14:30. Envy causes problems, kills your peace and turns you dirty. So I could only focus on developing myself. Like, there's a reason for these cries. I stop the lies and offer help. I work with cards that I am dealt. I share these stories, mental wealth. When you embrace all your mistakes and bear your cross, pain kills itself. Like, there's a reason for your trials. There's a reason for your passions. There's a reason why you learn the consequence of all your actions. You do not know right now, but later you'll understand that he put you through those things so you become a better man, and you'll be thankful. I'm so thankful, but I can't lie. I struggle with faith sometimes, and I ask why. I question his work some nights. I try to look up when I feel stuck. I try to look up, and I put my faith in.
That ended abruptly. Hello, everybody. I do not know why that ended so abruptly. David, you're muted.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you.
I was trying to time it, and then all of a sudden it ended. I was like, the hell?
It's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Hey, we're professionals here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cuestacast, number 6 over here. How is everybody doing out there? It is Wednesday, the 29th of April, 2026. Hi, Dave.
Hi. I'm very ready for tonight. Very ready. I'm not getting things together in the background, even though I actually am. But it should be a fun show today. There's been a lot going on. All over the damn place.
If it's politics, sports, nerd culture, everything. It's been absolutely fucking batshit right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been home, so I've been able to watch a lot more. Caught up on much more Friday Night Tights and Tuesday night's game event and real BBC. So I'm much more in tune. What's up?
Do you say game event?
For main event.
Oh, I thought you said game event. Sorry. I'm looking at some things right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Keep going.
So we have a show. We have a show. That's about it. Dave and I are just hanging out. Our guest had to bail on us, but that's okay. It was supposed to be Olivia. I announced it last week. Olivia Dasovic was supposed to be coming on. She had to reschedule. But if you don't like us, you can go see her husband, Brett, because he's on Timcast right now. So you can go hang out with them. But I appreciate you hanging out with us, seeing Caveat Ties and Nate hanging out right away. Gentlemen, how are you? So we are just going to do a nice little stream about us talking about the random goings on of, I guess, the last few weeks or so.
Probably a few weeks or so, to be quite honest with you. I didn't even bring anything politics into today because there's so much other gossip drama stuff that I thought was pretty fun. And politics while moving. I mean, there was another assassination attempt. There was a big Supreme Court decision that came down today. The 6-3 decision in Louisiana.
Yes. We could touch a little bit about that. But yeah, we could start in another direction. Dave, where do you want to go?
So we're actually going to start off with someone that you very much enjoy, Alex.
I'm basking in this, man.
So, as everyone probably heard about, especially if you follow sports, Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel were caught in a relationship. But not only a recent one. What?
Couldn't happen to nicer people.
Exactly. Caveat, I am very close.
I got it.
We keep doing this.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm very close to just pulling up the Flashcast on the side while I'm doing the show because apparently the quartering is going on.
Dave, pull it up. If he comes on, we'll go live to it. We will go live and react. 100%.
He sent the link.
100%. So pull it up on the side for you, Dave. Mute it. If quartering comes in, we are 100% going to go.
Pretty certain he's going in. And
oh my God, please. He gets bodied every single time he tries to go into one of these situations. Every time.
Oh man, this is very exciting for me when it shouldn't be.
Dude, it's exciting for all of us.
He has Bearing and Camelot on right now.
Oh, he has Camelot on too? Awesome. So
okay. I'm sorry, everyone. This is not meant to be the show.
This is exciting for the purpose of if you're in the content creator space, whether you are big, whether you are small, there's crazy shit going on. And it seems to all stem from when the quartering started going nuts against Kino Casino. And it's all coming from between the AI striking down a whole bunch of channels, demonetizing them for unauthentic content and the use of AI. Drunk 3PO getting all of his fucking channels basically demonetized. And
well, to be somewhat good faith to him, I think the AI stuff might not be him, but a lot of other things.
The unauthentic content was him. That was like unoriginal content is what he got struck down for.
That's what he. Well, yeah, it's true. It's what the quartering should probably be. But anyway, we won't dwell on that.
It's really funny that everyone else is getting struck down but the quartering.
Yeah, we won't dwell on that, mainly because it seems like he is not going to go on because Flash brought Bearing and Camelot on, and that stream's probably going to be great right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But we're going to try to go through the show as I kind of stemmed it out because the quartering was supposed to be later in the show. Motherfucker is greedy. He always eats up content. I hate this.
Nate saying Russini is peak diabolical, peak horrible. Are you kidding me? Her and Cardi B are going to have a fucking contest soon. Between like bodies over here. And then Nate also saying quartering stole a page from stuttering John Melendez. SJ started frivolous strikes months ago.
Yeah, well, Stuttering John is very like. There's plenty of people who started frivolous strike things.
Yeah,
that's very Dabbleverse stuff you're getting into, Nate. Obviously,
100%.
But quartering with his size, both literally and and not.
Don't make fun of something he can control.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But doing that is what really kicked this all off. And honestly, it seemed like most people just didn't like him. But anyway. Like I said, we'll get to that later.
Yes, we will. And if he pokes in, then we'll definitely we'll be like, this is like more important. Like if Trump was doing a speech, but the quartering was jumping on with a Flash, we would go to the quartering instead at this point. Like that is where Trump could be announcing that we're throwing nukes at Iran. And we'd be like, let's see what the quartering, how he's getting bodied by.
We have to join the A-Lock. But so Diana Russini, a reporter for The Athletic,
not anymore.
Yes, but a very highly valued reporter throughout the NFL, throughout her time as a reporter, ended up being caught in a relationship with Mike Vrabel, the president, the head coach of the Patriots. I was saying Patriots and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place right now.
He's waiting for the quartering to pop up.
I'm waiting for like anything to be going on. But they were caught in a relationship. At first, the pictures came out. They were holding hands, and Mike Vrabel was like, well, you always hold hands with your buddies. But apparently that was not true. I don't always hold hands with my buddies. I don't know who else does. And obviously, he doesn't.
And I think a lot of this comes from, too, it's like, I obviously hate Russini because she had a hate boner for Aaron Rodgers and became a niche meta for about 2 or 3 years for the Jets. But also, this is because Mike Vrabel decided to reprimand his running back for coming to the defense of whatchamacallit on the Pistons.
TreVeyon Henderson.
Oh,
he coming to defense of
not the Pistons.
No, it was the Pistons.
Was the Pistons? Yeah, I forget. Yeah, Ivy, Jaden Ivey, with the Bible quote. Yeah. And I think this is what makes it worse that I played that. I think we played that. Vrabel talking about how, like, he should just, he needs to be educated. It's like, bitch, don't tell anyone how to be Christian if this is how you're living your life. Okay, motherfucker? So keep going. Sorry about that.
So because that started blowing up, now more and more stuff has come out. And it seems like through pictures and other such things, this relationship has been going on for at least 6 years.
It was the Bulls. You're correct, Nate. Thank you.
But this has been going on for 6 years.
At least.
At
That's what
least
we
6
know
years.
of is 6 years.
So this has become a major story that places aren't really covering as much as you would think they would for
You would
any
think
other type of topic like this.
and you would think the protection, like Russini's obviously getting protected by the other journalists because typically something like this happens, journalists are going to pounce because this is hurting their credibility, right? Especially the females.
You would
This
think
is hurting. And there was the one female who I thought she was just trying to get her 15 minutes, like dunking. I think her name is Duffy. She was trying to like dunk and be like, oh, I'm happy you're gone. Then she gets fired. It's like, if you're still a no-name reporter that's just doing sideline, probably sit this one out. But if it's like another like major female reporter outside of Sage Steele, I have not heard a single one of them open any of their mouths. So we had this video here, Dave.
yes, we're not going to watch this whole thing. Just for the part where she brings up that she wants to be called MILF. And a lot of these things that are coming
it's
out.
a minute 52. It ain't that long.
Yeah, but the rest of it doesn't really matter much.
Okay.
But a lot of this stuff coming out, if it's not in the context of this story, is like whatever. But hearing these things throughout the years and then what was going on, it's like, oh, this is really bad. So,
I saw someone was like, it's like Russini was dropping tea leaves for like an unsolved murder.
I shared that. I shared that. And I like how she was dropping clues like a serial killer.
Yeah. She had a calling card and it was taking dick from Vrabel. Like,
and to be quite honest with you, it is being almost considerate to assume that it was only Vrabel.
And here's the thing. I'm going to go because everyone's like, why is she getting more scrutiny? And number one, because of journalistic integrity. She deserves to get more.
Well, Vrabel
right?
also
Because
deserves a lot.
she was doing this in order to gain favor and gain curry probably initially, and then it became a relationship, right? I think that's probably where it worked. Vrabel should be fired. He should step down because this has become, when it was just an affair, it was two cordial adults.
I forgot who it was on Twitter, but they brought up a very good point. What did Vrabel say in the meeting after it first happened? After it first was brought up, did he tell the team that it was a one-time thing?
No.
Because if he told the team it was a one-time thing and now it comes out that it's been going on for 6 years, the man's an obvious liar. But like I said, it depends on what he said in that meeting. I have no idea.
I think regardless, even if he said it was something, that was ongoing that I shouldn't have done, the length of it. And then you also find out the reports that Russini was reporting on directly affecting the Patriots.
Yes.
That makes it even deeper. And it comes with our Jets too. It was
Morgan Moses
with our Jets.
Yeah.
The Morgan Moses is massive. So I think when you look at the depth of everything going on, how Vrabel stays there and how he keeps his job at all or gets another job for a little while.
Kraft is not going to get rid of him. Kraft is not going to get rid of him.
Because Kraft was with the rub and tug. So how can Kraft get rid of anybody when he was caught doing something similar?
Exactly. It doesn't matter to Kraft. It matters whether or not Vrabel is going to make a decision or if the NFL were to actually do an investigation, which they're not going to.
So the thing is too, and I've said at this point, like obviously they're not going to investigate, but if the AJ Brown deal happens, it needs to be squashed because it was obviously tampered with. It was obviously influenced. And so it's like the NBA did with Chris Paul. Like this needs to be like, no, that can't happen now. Like AJ Brown can go to friggin' 30 other teams, just not the Patriots. So real quick, Nietzsche saying, I was hoping Vrabel's kid would get caught pooping during this year's draft too. And then Nate say, I heard on Weekday Wagers, she made him playlists he had to listen to. Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that, Alex.
No.
She was making playlists. So one of the playlists that she had made was called Turning the Page. And it was not too long after he was gone from the Titans.
I did see something on that. So fucking weird. So weird. Caveat Ty saying your Jets would have sucked anyway. Fuck you, true. Caveat. I wonder if your Broncos would actually made a pick in this draft, you bastard.
Did you see Bo Nix's leg, his knee?
Is it that bad?
Oh, I need to find it. We'll find it in a little bit.
You're gonna do it to Caveat?
It's bad. At least in the one picture where he's just standing there, it looks
like Rossini.
But anyway,
is it RG3 levels bad with the knee? Like it going to affect him the rest of his career bad?
It looks like it, unless that picture was like messed with. I don't know.
The thing is, it's like with Bo Nix, I don't think he ever should have been this good. I think it was like his situation should have been like Bortles. Old man comes in, played a little too long, and now just plays well enough to be a player for a while and goes away.
It's a testament to Sean Payton, but also Bo Nix's work ethic.
Bo Nix is fantastic. I'm not knocking.
I know that. Yeah. I'm just saying you just can't doubt like he was put in a good situation with Sean Payton, and he took that and he wrote it. Now, I mean, with the injury, we'll see what happens. Because
the difference I will say between Bo and RG3 or a lot of other people, Bo was a quarterback that could throw from the pocket that happened to run. He wasn't a running quarterback that happened to be able to throw. So I still think if he has to become a statue, he could still be a really effective and good quarterback. Will he be the quarterback he is now as a young runner? Yeah. But then again, look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is more of a statue that can run, right? He just stands and delivers right now. He makes plays outside the pocket rolling, but he's not going to be a dynamic runner. He can run, but he's not. So we'll see. Caveat the Knicks negativity. Don't make me say that faster, caveat. Okay. Really. I needed to be very careful with how I said that, especially with the screen as it is. God damn it. What are you doing to me, caveat? Anyway, Dave, play this video.
She's told you what she's here to do in this life. Play the clip.
Diana, what's up? How are you?
What's up, guys? I told your producer that I want to be introduced now. I don't want to be insider. I don't want to be Scoop City podcast host. I just want to be MILF. Just straight up MILF. That's what I'm going for.
That's a confession, gentlemen.
Pause that real quick.
Well, we can just leave it there. We really don't need much more there.
Real quick. What married woman with
it's a little weird in the first place, right?
Dude, that's fucking weird
in the first place. It would be weird for a guy to say things like similar to that, just in general about himself going on a show, to be quite honest with you. So it's a little weird for her. But like I said, if that was a one-time thing or we didn't know about
it, would just be weird. We'd make fun of her for being a weirdo.
Like whatever, yeah.
But it's just like there too, though, like as two males having to deal with her, she probably came on that show again. You call her MILF? Like, that is a fucking weird thing right there, right? Like, that puts me in a weird position as like a host with a respected.
Today we have MILF Diana Russini.
And then, like, you're admitting, like, if I have a wife, it's like, do you know what MILF means, motherfucker? Do you want to fuck Diana? It's like, no, like that's a weird thing. Her and her little milkers over there, fucking what a weirdo.
Stop it.
So Nate coming in saying Bo Nix has had a roller coaster of a career, top high school recruit, debuts on fire, flames out at Auburn, resurrects his career at Oregon. He also spent like 19 years in college football, so he's actually 46. So I'm not surprised that in the injury's taken a long time.
That is true.
He's like a friggin' like Kenyan. We have no idea how old they are when they get here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your audio went out for me a little bit, but you're good now.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're good now. Anyway, so we actually do have a new Real Men of Genius ad, Alex. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I'm concerned.
Bud Light presents Real Men
I hope we don't get hit
Genius.
for this, but I'm okay with it.
I hope we don't get hit for this either. I don't think we would. This ad is like canceled now. Like it's not a thing anymore.
Let's hope we don't.
Real Men of Genius.
This offseason, we salute you, Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
These were so
While others
good.
use the spa
It's great. And honestly, it's more the nostalgia of the commercial. Man.
Oh, it's so good.
soothe their aching hamstrings, you use 104-degree water to go off the record until the entire news cycle explodes.
Just 2 pounds relaxing.
Ah, the beauty of Sedona. Red Rocks, the breeze, the sounds of Mr. Kraft firing DJs for talking about a scandal that supposedly never happened.
Scrap the internet.
Each night, a magical
Speaking of scrubbing the internet, her Twitter is now gone.
Yep.
revelation of erased Twitter feeds and leaked photos, and a wife who just called a divorce lawyer. So crack open a wicked piss up, Mr. Sedona Secret Insider. Then sit back, skip day 3, and watch the fireworks. Bud Light Beer in Husabush, St. Louis, Missouri.
It makes it even sweeter. It's happening to the Patriots.
Oh, I love it. I love every part of it.
I love every part of it. And the thing is, too, it's like, what's annoying about this all is Drake May is not unlikable.
No, he's not unlikable. The only reason I don't really like him very much is because he's on the Patriots. And because calling him Drake this schedule May is fucking hilarious.
The thing is, it's like Tom Brady was kind of unlikable. He really was.
Yes.
He was because he kind of had that like pretty boy All-American look, punchable face type of guy.
He
The more I
also
hear
had
from him now, I like him a lot more.
He also
post-career,
had a kind of cockiness that you hated when you were losing to him.
which he needed because he was slighted his
Yeah,
whole career.
100%.
Like Michigan getting fucking second fiddle to Drew Henson.
Yep.
Like, holy shit. Oh, did you see he called the NFL about potentially coming out of retirement again?
No, he didn't.
He called the NFL and the NFL told him they have no interest. And he was like, all right, I guess I'm cool being retired. Like the NFL basically told him, like, no, Tom, do not come back again. Like he's like, I'm getting bored. I want to play again. I stay in shape.
So one of the people on Twitter who have been on top of this, who I need to give a shout out to, and I need to share some of his stuff because his memes are funny and he's always a good guy in the Jets community. NYJ Matt. I need to bring him up. I love this account. Very good Jets fan.
MIJ Matt's fantastic.
Exactly.
It's always MIJ Mike. They're both really good.
Yes. So on April 23rd, he put out, Russini was asking him questions about his wife. This clip is absolutely insane. Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini have a one-way ticket to hell.
Yes, they do. Watch it. This was, I fucking watched this clip.
I want to read his own reply to it real quick. Do you know how sick you got to be interviewed by your side piece about your wife being athletic? And you respond, used to be, only for your side piece to say, I'm sure she still got it, like you, generational sickos.
Seriously.
So, we'll play this real quick.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you did. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Have you ever done it with her?
I get too aggressive.
Yeah,
I can't. After it's two volleys, I just try to.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb.
Like what a piece of shit. Like there's just no other way to say it. Like they are both giant pieces of shit. And I hope Mike Vrabel did not sign a prenup. I hope he didn't.
That's fucking crazy to say.
And that Jen can take all of his fucking money from him. I really hope, because here's the thing. It's like cheating's wrong, right? Cheating's wrong.
It's very wrong.
But Robert Kraft, as an old man, went and got rub and tugs from a bunch of chicks he's not going to see a bunch of times, right? He went down, even if he sees them again, like there's no real relationship. Mike Vrabel held a secondary relationship in a job with also Diana Russini, both jobs that are expected to travel, be away from home long periods of time. It's kind of an acceptable thing. When you're with them, you understand this. And Russini's husband is the, founder of Shake Shack. So he's fucking moving and shaking as well, pun intended. Yeah. So they were kind of all away. So this was like the perfect crime for all of them. And to see just evil getting exposed. Now you have to think this isn't the only in the NFL, right? Like this isn't the only thing. Now, quickly, I want to say people are really equating this to Sherrod Moore and what happened to him over in Michigan. And I have to say, there is no equivalence. People are making this a race thing. He's a black guy and he got fired because he was black. It's like, no. He was fucking an intern assistant coach, apparently. And it's coming out that a lot of it wasn't true in terms of what happened. But the bottom line is he was taking advantage of his position of power, which is always quid pro quo. That's always seen as sexual harassment. It's quite literally every sexual harassment orientation you take. If you are a boss and you have sex with an underling.
Even if she was very down for it, he was going to get destroyed in that no matter what.
But the bottom line is, like, that's the risk you take, even if they're a grown adult, even if it's consensual. The quid pro quo section of sexual harassment always says it doesn't matter if it's consensual. It's the balance of power type of thing. They will always look at it that way.
They will touch you
Period.
Up.
Period. This are two peers in different areas of their professions that have intertwining professions, but it's not like Vrabel was her superior or vice versa. This is just two sleazebags. So Sherrod Moore lost his job because it was within the company that he was doing this. He was fucking a fellow employee and an underling of his, where Vrabel and Russini are just scumbags, right? That is the difference. And it's up to Robert Kraft to fire Vrabel. And he's not going to, like you said. But I hate seeing this equivalency. And they're like, it's because Sherrod Moore was black. It's like, no, motherfucker. Go away. Nate saying, real men of genius, and Miller's Man Law, Coors Light, and Twins. We used to be a country. And then Nate saying college coaches were technically state employees too. It depends on the college, but yes. When it's University of Michigan, which is a state school, yes. If they're not a state school, if they're a private institution, they're not. But yes, state schools, 100%, they are state employees. So you have some more on the Russini stuff, right? You have some.
Yes, I actually have this long article right here.
Let's go over it.
So I'm keeping
it's a good
tabs
one.
on things that we will go over in a little bit.
Any quartering sightings yet?
We'll get to that. We will get to
Oh
that.
boy.
So I forgot how long that clip was. Tony Farmer, who has also been someone very on top of this Russini and Vrabel situation.
Yep.
I don't know much about him. So if anyone knows anything and he's actually not legit, then that's whatever. But I read through this article a good bit, and it's pretty damn good, to be quite honest with you.
And shout out to X articles. There's some really good X articles out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. So we're gonna skip over a decent amount of this starting point. It's mainly him saying that this is a big situation, and it seems like they want a whole bunch of places want this story to be killed, and he's just bringing up 22 weird things that have been going on. There's actually seems pretty good faith throughout this article. You'll see as I'm going over.
And we can overview it a little bit more than just like detail read.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very long, so I can read through it pretty quickly.
Okay.
11 days of silence from ESPN. Yes, ESPN did eventually release a helpful article on the Vrabel Russini scandal, but for 11 days, it completely ignored it. SportsCenter was silent. ESPN.com didn't say a word, and neither did ESPN's social media accounts. Diana Russini worked for ESPN from 2015 to 2023, and it's possible that ESPN knew about her relationship with Vrabel.
And this is
was employed.
The flip side of this is when the Robert Kraft stuff broke, they were on it right away.
Yes.
They reported it right away from the moment it was found. This 100%, I think he'll probably go over this a few times. The journalistic malpractice with this from the Sports Journal, it's still going on. And I'm going to call him out right here. He's never going to hear it. Zach Rosenblatt needs to come to the fucking table, okay? Because that motherfucker came to bat for Diana Russini and her shit reporting, which he included himself now in really shit reporting about Aaron Rodgers, which was always wrong. So Zach Rosenblatt has like zero credibility as a Jets reporter right now. And I liked Zach for a little while. Before he started siding with Russini on her vendetta against fucking Aaron Rodgers, he was fine. He was just another beat reporter. He's no Connor Hughes, but he's just another beat reporter. Connor, I think, is the GOAT of reporting for the Jets right now. But
he's also doing the Giants now. So
he does both. But I always like Connor. I always thought Connor was good. But Rosenblatt needs to come to the table because what the fuck did Zach Rosenblatt know? It seems like him and Russini were pretty goddamn close for 2 years. So is he now? Because he's now not saying a word.
Nope.
I haven't seen a single article from Zach about his fellow coworker there, and this is a big sports story.
I missed it. But ESPN, which is 10% owned by the NFL, has bragged about Russini's access to Vrabel. For instance, this tweet below from recently promoted ESPN VP Bill Hofheimer, who did not respond to requests for comment. Him saying Diana has covered the Titans closely all season. Good get just now an interview a few hours from kickoff with head coach Mike Vrabel. And yet again, this is during the time where they were still in it, where they just got into a relationship.
Yep.
Not only is ESPN quiet about the scandal on the airways, it also won't answer questions from other members of the media. Number two, TMZ says no thanks. TMZ is not exactly known as a bastion of journalistic integrity or high standards. Most people associate TMZ with sensational media coverage, which is true, even though I will say TMZ is very good for one thing and one thing only, and that's reporting on celebrity death. I have not seen paper or publication get on top of celebrity deaths and be accurate with it as much as TMZ is, which is crazy.
Real quick. When I go on Zach Rosenblatt's X and I just do a quick search, Vrabel, the last post was when he got hired in 2025. And for Russini, not a thing.
Yeah.
So that also means he scrubbed the articles that he co-wrote with Diana Russini.
Didn't he?
He scrubbed those articles because he was proud about putting those out with Diana Russini about the dirt on not just Aaron Rodgers, but on the whole entire front office and the shit going on with the front office. So Zach Rosenblatt, where you at? Calling you the fuck out. You were a good Jets reporter, and now you're just trying to sit there and skate under the radar as you distance yourself from Diana Russini. What did you know, Zach?
Yeah.
What did you know in all this?
TMZ was offered the original Russini Vrabel photos for 4 figures, meaning less than $10,000. TMZ's tabloid reputation makes it hard to believe it would turn down photos of Vrabel and Russini because they didn't want to police the bedroom.
Wow.
What is
Hold on, real quick. With that, they don't want to police the bedroom, yet they're
TMZ.
heading to DC.
TMZ, I know.
They're heading to DC, which all the scandals are going to be less about butt fucking in the fucking, in the Congress and more about everything else. Because if you think TMZ for 1 second is going to not report on a conservative congressman like fucking a staffer, it is 100% going to come out there. Okay. They're not going to really talk much about the left unless they're forced to because it's TMZ. But that is bullshit because there was no level too low that TMZ would go.
What is more likely? TMZ turned down a bargain basement price for the sports scandal of the year because it had suddenly developed high standards, or TMZ didn't want to amplify the story. It's worth noting that TMZ has reported on aspects of the scandal since and is yet to explain why they feel okay writing stories about the bedroom now.
Real quick. Nate G, caveat, I'm going to get to these real quick.
Yeah.
Small world, I used to drink with Zach Rosenblatt. He was my best friend's roommate while he covered University of Arizona. So can you still talk to him and be like, hey, motherfucker, where are you now?
Probably not.
Why are you being a silent bitch? Because listen, that whole thing, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers sucker. I don't care what he's doing over in the fucking Steelers. It's just that when you're supposed to be a Jets reporter and you decide to suckle on the teat of a bigger reporter to make your fucking name bigger, that was the big thing. It wasn't because Zach believed a single fucking thing Diana said. He just thought attaching to Diana Russini would give him bigger spotlight, and it fucked him now. Completely and totally. Don't suckle on the teat. Just keep on doing good fucking reporting.
we'll hit this real quick as well. Caveat saying Quartering wants only a one-on-one, refusing to go on otherwise. Yeah, and then Flash eventually was one-on-one, but he ended the stream. I don't know what happened. We might get to that at some point because there's only 26 minutes. Anyway, number 3, the Athletics flip-flop. When news first broke that Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel were photographed together, the Athletic originally stood by Russini. However, a couple of days later, her employee announced they had launched an investigation into Russini. One has to wonder, if the public pressure didn't mount, would the Athletic still have changed course? No,
100% they would have not changed course. They would have kept her there because, again, you think the Athletic didn't like the access? They were getting the behind-the-scenes curtains pulled on every Patriots thing, and whether we like it or not as Jets fans, the Patriots are one of the golden franchises of the NFL right now. The NFL wants them to be good because of what Tom Brady and Belichick did.
You say right now, they've been for a long time now.
Well, no, for the past 20 years, but I'm old. So it's like, for me, that seems like right now. Fuck you. It's yesterday that I remember Mo Lewis knocking Drew Bledsoe out of the fucking game, okay?
20 years.
It feels like yesterday that happened. Shut up, David.
Number 4, cricket's at NFL Network. Generally, before April 21st, you couldn't find a story on NFL.com about the scandal, and it was also absent from NFL Network. Even the April 21st story was borrowed from the Associated Press and not heavily featured on NFL.com. The story remains a huge elephant in the NFL's locker room.
Yep.
Number 5, CBS ignored it for 11 days. Very interesting that 11 days is kind of consistent with some of these places. CBS, which currently has a contract to air NFL games and also runs CBSSports.com, didn't say a peep about the Vrabel Russini story for 11 days and then dropped the Vrabel-friendly update that the NFL would not be investigating the incident.
So real quick,
go ahead.
There were a lot of players and former players that said didn't say a fucking peep about this either. It wasn't until Russini stepped down that kind of everything started opening up. So all of this is how many dicks did this woman suck that they don't want to lose all their fucking marriages?
The very interesting thing is
what does she know about all of the dirt?
You can kind of see it repeated in a way when you go through all this stuff. Is Russini is getting a lot of the heat while Vrabel isn't. It's a true statement when people 100%. Say that. But it's more because, and I'll say this, it's not just because of journalistic integrity. They don't give a fuck about that. It's about Mike Vrabel being the head coach of the Patriots that just brought them to the Super Bowl last year.
100%.
They don't want to lose that. None
of them do.
The man skipped day fucking 3 of the NFL. Only day 3 of the NFL draft.
He was allowed to be there for 1 and 2. Nobody cared.
For counseling. Come on now. Like, this is obvious.
I love that someone was like, you're going to need much more than counseling after 6 years of doing this, man. Like,
exactly.
One day of counseling ain't going to do shit.
What is the counseling for? I can't stop sleeping with other women. What? Like, you don't need fucking counseling, dude.
Are any female reporters going to be allowed at the fucking Patriots anymore.
If I'm a husband of a female reporter, I'm like, you're not fucking going to the like, you know, it's one thing I'm not trying. It's like Bill Clinton with Family Guy.
Was it even 11 days or 2 in Roman numerals? Did you see that, Dave, with Ilhan
World War
Omar?
11, yes.
Apparently that was a year ago, though.
Was it? I'm not surprised.
I was listening to Pat Gray Unleashed, and
Mm-hmm.
they were ragging on it. Apparently it happened a year ago, but still, I don't care if you see the longer clip, she did fix it. Like they found the longer clip, and she was like, "Oh no, I misspoke. It's World War II. Pardon me."
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, if you're reading quickly, it could be a slip up. You just see it. It depends on how they're written. When you're saying World War, you should never say 11. It's retarded, but still.
Denaturalizing deport. Nate coming in. She's also getting more shit for her interviews dogging her husband. Yes. Naming your son after the man she's having children with. Yes.
And having a second child with him that also isn't the sleep fucking.
Which might also be my crib. Yeah.
Yes.
The conspiracy rabbit holes that are pretty plausible when you read through them.
Here's the other thing too. It's like, obviously Diana Russini is not going to need the money. She's a millionaire. She's fine on her own. But how do you fumble the bag of a billionaire? Like, I'm sorry, yo. Like, he's a bona fide billionaire. Shake Shack is actually a pretty good fast food restaurant. I like Shake Shack.
And the question is, how much does he know about it?
Well, he hired the PI apparently.
I'm pretty sure that was a rumor. I don't know if that's actually him that hired the PI.
Now, what if we find out that they're actually swingers and Vrabel's been over there and the quartering brought his bull and his wife and everything, and it's all just intertwined?
Quartering wish he could be in those types of circles. Okay,
he really does.
Caveat I was saying, if the interviewers are members of the View, that should be fine. It's also true. So CBS is saying it's not newsworthy to report an initial photo dump or to public statements by Vrabel and Russini, but it is relevant to report any NFL saying there's nothing here to see. This is highly suspect.
Which is crazy, right? Because these are all the same people that rush to report everything.
Yep.
Everything. And they don't sit there and it's like, oh, we don't want to report on some photos. Like, if Donald Trump was with a cheerleader for a fucking football team, they would report on it yesterday.
Not even that. Alex.
Anyone.
Rex Ryan was talked about having a foot fetish for a fucking year.
True.
And it was immediate. And you want to talk about not reporting on the bedroom. I mean, look, it was some weird shit that Rex Ryan was getting into. What was it? His wife having like the Mark Sanchez jersey or something like that.
His wife, and he had the fucking Sanchez tattoo, which was always weird.
Yeah, it was some weird stuff. That's fine. I have no problem.
But you know what, though? I do want to say, good for Rex Ryan and his wife for still fucking having the passion, even if Sanchez sparked it. Like,
I don't want to really think about it, but sure.
Rex was at least in his 50s at the time. Like, listen, as you get older, it gets harder. Anyone getting older knows, okay? So to still have that passion is good for fucking them. I'm never gonna go to feet because I'm afraid of foot fungus, and I know my wife is clean, but fucking weird. But still,
you'll just go. Look, Rexus has to go to a restaurant.
David's so derailed. He's like, that's my sister-in-law.
Nate saying, has there been any news of Rossini's husband doing anything? Not that I've seen. That's the thing.
I did see the clip of him showing up as Chris Benoit, finding out both of his kids aren't his. His wife's been cheating on him for 6 years.
That was a crazy one. The Schrager retraction, Peter Schrager said that apparently the Patriots were in touch with Vrabel through the phone during day 3 of the draft, but then he came back and said it wasn't actually true. Number 7, kid gloves. Even when media outlets do acknowledge the Vrabel Russini scandal, it's pigeonholed into a tabloid gossip piece with important details about Russini admitted. For instance, it's rare that media outlets will mention that the wife of former Washington GM Scott McLaughlin accused Russini of exchanging sexual favors for information. The media has done such a good job of suppressing this angle that you may be hearing about it for the first time today. Though Jessa McLaughlin later apologized and retracted her story, the accusation is obviously relevant to this case because Russini broke a huge story about Vrabel's Patriots 4 days after kissing him. As shown in the tweets below, Jessica McLaughlin accusation was in August of 2015. Russini was just hired by ESPN the prior month. Is it possible that ESPN's legal team pressured McLaughlin to recant her story? I don't know the answer to that question, but given ESPN's odd behavior lately, I do know that question should be asked. I also know there hasn't been a single member of the media who has addressed that elephant in the room. Jessica McLaughlin started following my ex account on April 23rd, shortly after I began posting about Russini. That's fucking hilarious.
So here's the thing that's crazy too, and I think people need to remember who owns ESPN? Disney. And this is a black eye on Disney, which is, again, family friendly and everything, right? So it's like, this was your employee during the time that this was going on. Are you going to sit there and you guys glorify and star suck the Patriots whenever they're good? That is what your network does. Are you now cool with adultery? Is that something that you're down for, is adultery at this point? And I get it. They gave Kraft a whole bunch of shit for his stuff. They got on Kraft and Belichick and Tom Brady for being conservatives. They had to mention it. Dan Le Batard, you see him right there. His stupid ass is a fucking leftist psycho. I used to like Le Batard and Stugatz until he decided.
HQ is good with Poppy and everything like that.
I loved it. And then he decided to have opinions, right? Your dad's a fucking immigrant that got out of communism, you dumb motherfucker. You would think his dad isn't that goddamn stupid. You know what, Dad? Go back to fucking Cuba, wherever the fuck you're from, and take your dumbass son with you. Go back into fucking poverty, you pieces of shit. Like, fuck these people. Like, Le Batard, Stugatz, they used to be great. And on top of that, they are still two of the most interactive hosts, like with their people and stuff. Like they happily interact on X and things like that. It's when he started getting political that he became a fucktard. And it's and Le Batard, no pun intended there, but it's like, you know, he's the opposite of Colin Cowherd, where you could hate Cowherd. Cowherd talks politics, and you know Cowherd leans left, but he's pretty fair when it comes to talking about that shit. Stephen A is in a similar vein when it comes to that, even though Stephen A definitely leans into cultural shit and stuff. Still much more fair and level-headed. Le Batard just went full TDS fucking leftist idiot. Go for it.
Le Batard is very uncomfortable talking about it in general, and he didn't talk about it very much. And First Take said they didn't want to talk about it at all.
They should be forced to.
But they had to, because he said he was going to counseling on Saturday, day 3 of the draft. So you have multiple people in the media not wanting to talk about it for whatever reason. I don't understand, to be quite honest with you.
I get it if they're your friend, right? I get it. But at the same time, if your friend is doing something uncouth, and it's to the point where it's not just accusations anymore, right? Like, obviously, Diana Russini stepped down. She put in her statement, whatever, you're a lying piece of shit. We know that. And then when Vrabel fully admits it, you can go at this in certain ways, right? You could still cover it while still saying our friend and colleague, Diana Russini.
Yeah.
You know, you could say she made a mistake in this, like that, but you have to cover it. Multiple.
It's not necessarily, can't be a mistake anymore if it's 6 years.
But it's still a mistake, right? You adulterer, it doesn't matter how long it went on. It's a mistake in terms of judgment for how long it's been going on for. But you have, like, how do any of these people maintain any sort of audiences?
Yeah,
like, how can you sit there and trust them?
And just integrity to the point where you're being objective when covering certain things, right? Because
especially when they start like going hard on things, it's like, fuck you. You have no actual moral conviction of anything anymore.
Exactly. So this right here, Scott Zolak was asked on air by a fan why he didn't want to talk about the situation. And he goes into a little bit here, but the highlighted part is the most important. And for me to sit there and cast stones at this guy would not do me great things. Interesting choice of words, but I also assume he probably just doesn't want to get into the drama. Like, Scott Zolak isn't a journalist or anything.
Yeah. So listen, asking players is not like, because that's still their boss. Okay.
Yeah.
That's still his boss.
He's not a journalist. So
he's not a journalist. That's not his place. Right. Like, I could see if he loses the locker room completely and players start to pile on. I get it, but that's not his place. That's unfair to ask the players. It really is.
Also a former quarterback.
So real quick, Nachi, I had that moment where Jim Rome was a 20-year clone. He spurged out on J6. Yeah, Rome is one of those, you find out they're fake tough guys, right? That they're fake. Their whole entire shtick is fake. And Jim Rome, I fell out of favor with him after Rome is burning. It was okay. I never really got the allure for Jim Rome, to be quite honest. Especially when whatchamacall kicked the shit out of him, the quarterback. I forget what his name was. He kept on calling him the wrong name, so we like beat the hell out of him on the stage. Like, it was great. Actually, it was actually based as fuck by Jim Rome for like continue to call him the wrong name. It was awesome. Caveat ties come in saying they don't keep audiences. They get BlackRock money. Yeah, no, honestly, listen.
Well, it might be more true. Could be.
It's possibly, I could see Levitard continuing because, like I said, they were an entertaining show. For me, not liking their politics, whatever, but still, they were an entertaining show. Poppy, Stugatz, like they're really good at what they do especially when they're talking sports. They have great perspectives. I'm not going to knock them for that. There's a reason why I used to watch, right, and listen to them and things like that. So go ahead, Dave.
Number 11, radio host fired after discussing Vrabel. As first reported here, Andy Jumbo Hart and Nick Fitzy Stevens were fired simultaneously from the radio shows at WEEI. The duo shared a show with former Patriots linebacker Ted Johnson, a vocal Mike Vrabel supporter. Johnson kept his job.
I wonder if they could sue. I really wonder if they could sue after this.
The radio show had declining ratings, leaving some to suggest it didn't have to do with their opinions of Vrabel, but the timing was suspicious, to say the least, after a high-profile blow-up about Vrabel. The duo had previously questioned media coverage of the scandal and criticized Vrabel's press conferences where he struggled to take accountability.
And that's called journalism.
Yeah.
Like they did their jobs, especially then that's a tough position for those guys because they are a New England sports show. So it's not easy for them to do. They have to walk those streets. Like radio guys aren't stars. Okay. It's like very few of them are stars. The rest of them are just pretty much normal guys. They make a decent living, decent enough to fucking live, but they're not millionaires. Most of these local sports hosts. So
I don't know, this isn't who you're talking about, right?
This is the one I was talking about. She just tried to get 15 minutes.
Okay, so we'll keep it pushing then. The Mike Florio clip. Okay, so this one I don't find suspicious because Mike Florio gave an explanation for it as plausible and passes the smell test. However, this one still gets brought up a lot, so I'm sharing it. In a conversation with Mike Florio, former NFL quarterback Chris Sims starts to say something juicy about the Vrabel Russini scandal, and Mike Florio cuts him off awkwardly. Exactly 2 weeks after the exchange, Chris Sims was fired from his Football Night in America role with NBC. It's important to note that Mike Florio has been one of the few in the media who has talked about this story from the beginning. This is what I mean by being good faith about this stuff. Like he's trying to be
and the thing is too with Florio, like I think that there is Mike Florio is a guy who's, I'd say at this point in his career, almost one of the untouchables. He can kind of say what he wants. He can kind of do what he wants within reason, right? If he's just doing reporting, he's fine. I could see him as protecting Chris there, trying to protect Chris because he knows that Chris is just a personality as a quarterback, an opinion person, where Florio's the journalist. And I mean, I saw that and I was, in a way, I was like, you know what? Good on Mike Florio. I didn't see him as trying to cover it up. I saw him as trying to protect his partner, which is what you're supposed to do in those situations.
Number 14, a bizarre decision by ESPN. When ESPN finally did acknowledge a story, it released an article on its website and buried it deeper than a Brandon Aubrey field goal. You don't need to do these, Farmer. Instead of posting the story to its X account with 50 million followers, ESPN made the curious decision to deliver the article to the sports world via the X account of its new writer with less than 8,000 X followers. ESPN also didn't retweet its Ben Strauss article. It seems like ESPN was checking a box to release the article, but didn't actually want it to thrive. To put this failure into perspective, the ESPN article only got 2.1 million impressions on X with less than 10,000 followers on X. I've had several Vrabel tweets with more traction than that. Think about this for a second. Why are some of my Vrabel tweets able to outperform ESPN's huge story? Do you really think ESPN could beat little old me if they wanted to? Well, that's a fine point.
I mean, that is and it's obvious what was going on there, right? They don't want light to be shined on it. That's not always good. Nate saying, I'll always hate Dan for unleashing Mina Kimes onto the world. Shame. God, yeah, Mina Kimes needed to go away yesterday. Honestly, a lot of the women that Dan Levitard fucking associated with needed to go away yesterday because they were just like, Sarah Spain's another one. They're like sort of not ugly. I wouldn't call them good looking, but they're just not ugly women. And because they're not ugly, sports nerds like eat them up. And it's like they can go away. Sarah Spain fucking sucks too. And she was another one that I think that he used to talk to a lot.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about Sarah Spain. Rap sheet.
Well, she came up the other day saying some dumb feminist bullshit. So I was like, shut the fuck up. You don't even have a job right now.
Rap sheet and Schefter late to the party. This is more about Schefter and Rap being late on the conference and reporting about it. Which is whatever. It is weird, but sometimes with these things, they are a little later. I will say.
No, they're not. No, I'm not giving them a pass. Schefter and Rapp always make it a point to be first and then clean up later. This was them protecting a source because both of them have a good relationship with basically every team in the league. And this is them not wanting to piss off the Patriots and just doing their due diligence and saying, hey, we put it there. And you see the way Schefter put it. He didn't say anything else besides it was just a press conference.
Oh, yeah.
So it's protecting a source. That has nothing to do with, there's no journalistic integrity there. It's protection.
Aloof Associated Press. As pointed out by me many times and eventually by Pro Football Talk, the Associated Press hasn't said a word about Diana Russini being one of their AP NFL awards voters. As of today, Russini still has a Coach of the Year vote, even though she was seen in photos kissing the Coach of the Year. Russini is one of AP's 50 voters, and people are very curious to confirm that Russini voted for Vrabel.
Of course,
Russini has already confirmed that she voted for Vrabel's quarterback, Drake May, for MVP. So this is actually a huge one. This is a very big one because that's really bad conflict of interest. Really bad.
Well, and the thing is too, now it's like, okay, before that was for you brought in respected journalists and stuff to have votes, which I think is nonsense. I think journalists should stop voting on any of this stuff because they're all slanted pieces of shit. But for the most part, I like some. But overall, she's not a journalist anymore. She's unemployed. The New York Times fired her. The Athletic fired her. Goodbye. This is for journalists. You're not a journalist. Go away.
She also broke a pretty big code there. So
yeah, you don't fuck the scoops. Okay? Like that's it. Like you don't sit there and you can flirt, right? And I love this too. There were some dumb feminist bitches that are like, what if we never hear? I think it was Jamel Hill's dumbass, which Jamel Hill has her and Ilhan Omar together, and like they make like a quarter of a brain, not even. But Jamel Hill was like, when men do it, it's not a big deal.
Men do what?
Number one, no female coaches worth talking to. Okay, no one gives a shit about what any of the female coaches say in the WNBA ever. So it's like, and number two, there are very few males doing what Diana Russini did.
Yeah. Okay? What does she mean by when men do it? I would need to see what she said. What the fuck does that mean?
There are no male reporters going around to get these scoops. Or is it like, okay, are we going to find out that Schefter was fucking Vrabel too? Like, what do you like? Like, what are we talking? Like, is she
I would hate to hear about it, but it would also be hilarious.
Is she insinuating there's a bunch of gay reporters that like Adam Gase was getting plowed out by fucking Manish Mehta?
I do have a clip about Adam Gase after.
Oh, you did the Le'Veon Bell one?
Yep.
Oh my God. Dude, honestly, I love Le'Veon Bell more and more. Like Lev, I like Lev in general. Yeah, like I really did. I liked him as a Jet. When he got on the Trump train, I liked him even more. But now after this clip, like we all knew Adam Gase was fucking on drugs out of his mind. But yeah, now let's finish up with this.
Holy crap. Oh, sorry. Media figures attacking influencers. This is about him being attacked by Benjamin Albright and Andy Gresh.
Yep.
Just for talking about this a whole lot.
Of course.
Which is interesting. 18 Associated Press behaving strangely. Associated Press published a story about Diana Russini resigning from The Athletic. In the story, they mentioned that Mike Vrabel is a Coach of the Year winner. At no point in the article did insider Rob Maddie mention that Diana Russini is one of the AP's Coach of the Year voters. At no point in the article did he mention his long-standing professional relationship with her.
And again, this goes back to Zach Rosenblatt. Everybody that had a long-standing professional relationship with her should at least come out and say something, right? The silence is deafening right now.
Journalism ethics would suggest that the Associated Press should have disclosed the AP voting connection on the story. I've reached out to Maddie to get his perspective, and he's shown an effort to talk. If we're able to connect, I'll update the story in the comments. Like I said, look, I don't know about too much about this farmer guy, but I think this article is pretty good.
And I also don't know much about Rob Maddie, to be quite honest. I don't pay attention to the AP sports writers. I don't give a shit about them.
I think he's been pretty good faith throughout this whole article, to be quite honest.
Decent enough.
Yeah. ESPN's Twitter bias. Since April 1st, that account has only tweeted the word Vrabel once and has never tweeted the word Russini. This is despite the scandal being major news. Despite 2 Vrabel press conferences, 2 public statements, and 4 photo dumps by outlets like TMZ, ESPN's coverage was curiously absent. As noted here, it's conceivable that recently promoted ESPN Vice President Bill Hofheimer might have something to do with that. I've reached out to Hofheimer and he has not responded. This is about Pat McAfee now working for ESPN, and he said he's one of the most opinionated and vociferous humans on the planet.
Yes,
Except
he
when it
is.
comes to the most interesting sports scandal of this year, he's not said anything. Potential tampering, a coach of the year voted kissing coach, the coach who won coach of the year, Vrabel missing draft, and McAfee not saying anything. Which that's big as well.
That is curious.
This is a story that if Pat McAfee was not on ESPN right now, he would have covered this story.
100%.
He would have joked about this story. Everyone understands that.
And Pat McAfee has pushed a lot of limits at ESPN. I feel like he's on thin ice right now. I really do.
Because remember, him and Stephen A. Smith are like fighting.
Him and Stephen A. Smith are battling, and I'm telling you right now, Pat, Stephen A. is going to win. Stephen A. is the face of that company.
I did
Isn't
say
anyone more important.
I did say one of our friends shared something with me on Instagram about what Stephen A. and clips of him saying some pretty suggestive things to his female co-host.
It was hilarious.
I said once they're done with Stephen A., those allegations are going to hit like fucking crazy.
Recent one, he said something about like he would like take a charge
French
or something like that.
The French accent one where he's basically.
Oh yeah, that French accent getting me. But real quick, Nate's saying Michelle Tafoya never had any scandals. Yeah, but Michelle's had some weird views coming out lately on abortion and stuff like that. As she's running, and Michelle needs to conservative up a little bit more for my liking. For her, I like Michelle. We had her on the show. She's a sweet woman. She's a great reporter. Absolutely amazing. But if you're going to run for office, please don't go centrist on me. Just fucking stay conservative. But go ahead.
So we're continuing. Number 21, awkward Reese Davis moment. ESPN, in a very rare acknowledgement of the Vrabel Russini scandal, had Reese Davis mention it for 18 seconds during the NFL draft. People on X pointed out how extremely uncomfortable and awkward the conversation was. In this one, while a little bit silly, this last one, I also think it's actually pretty pertinent. The Coldplay hypocrisy. You may recall the Coldplay couple that was captured on the Kiss Cam during a Coldplay concert. The couple had nothing to do with sports, but they made appearances on sports shows because the incident became so viral. Yeah. Like with the Russini-Vrabel scandal, the Coldplay couple appeared to involve an affair as well. Why are the same sports media outlets who swarmed the Coldplay couple like ants on a dropped candy cane suddenly quieter than a library when it comes to the alleged Vrabel-Russini affair? I think that's a pretty good point to make.
100% fair.
I'll wrap up his article. This article is a sequel to a much shorter tweet that was enjoyed by Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson. I believe the NFL, ESPN, and Robert Kraft are terrified of people learning what you just read. If you agree that something feels up, pass this article around like Patrick. Stop it. Patrick Mahomes slicing the defense in the fourth quarter, because the only way this story dies is if we allow powerful forces to smother it. And like I said, I thought this was a pretty damn good article, pretty damn good X article.
A nice little A-log.
By Tony Farmer. Yeah, it's Tony Farmer A-logging Russini and Vrabel.
A-log Russini and Vrabel. That's all it was. It was an A-log.
Yes. And that kind of covers the whole Russini and Vrabel thing, at least for me, for right now.
So, Dave, in the end, what do you think is going to come from any of this?
I think Russini is going to end up somewhere as a talking head. And I think Vrabel is going to keep his job. And I think this is going to become more of a joke than anything big happening from it.
Do you think Russini leans into the only reason I had to step down is because I'm a woman type of thing, and it becoming a big, like if she leans on shit?
She was doing that in the beginning.
She was. That's yeah.
Now that more has come out, I do not know. I do not. She may say something to the tune of being a victim because of people going after her private life, and people are suggesting that my kids are not my husband's. She may come out and say things like that, becoming a victim in that manner. I think the other angle of her being a woman, being attacked for being a woman, is gone now. I think that's gone now because, like I said, she tried it, more came out, and then she ducked. She fucking.
I will say this: there is one way, and one way only, that Russini and Vrabel could both get my respect back. Is when both of their divorces are finalized. He's her first guest after that.
They just get back together.
They just fucking, not even that. She just has him on the show, and they do a show like nothing fucking happened. If that happens,
possibly could be
the most professional show, talking nothing about football, talking about, there are times when they were like talking on other moments about football, like keeping it fully professional, and just basically a big fuck you to all of us. Respectable. I will respect them both. That would be the most base thing they could possibly do.
That would be ridiculous. That'd be absolutely ridiculous.
And you know what, though? People would flip out, but they would also just be like, respect. Respect.
That'd be ridiculous.
We need Murray to come out of retirement for a one-off pay-per-view with Vrabel and Russini. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So there's that. Like I said, couldn't have happened to two nicer people. I don't know anything about Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is just a thorn in my fucking side in his playing career.
We know he's an adulterer for a
He's
long
an adulterer.
time. He should probably not be in that marriage anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
No, he shouldn't be in that marriage.
It's already bad enough if there is a one-time thing where you cheat, right? 6 years, it's like, okay, the marriage is toast for a while.
And the thing is, too, it's like, I feel like when you're in those type of professions, constant travel, constantly away from home, there is more of a forgiveness of a moment of weakness, right? And it's not acceptable. It's not okay. But I feel like in those situations, a spouse is more likely to forgive the moment of stupidity, the moment of weakness. And that's on both ends, whether it was Russini, whether it was Vrabel, because of constant travel, right? The fact that this was something that they thought they could keep hidden. And then they got so fucking brazen about it.
Yeah, that's when the first pictures came out, they were trying to brush it off like it was absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. They were trying to pretend like it didn't happen. And I think that's what made it worse, right? I think if they would have came out when the pictures came out and just been like, listen, this was our mistake. We'll be better. It'll never happen again. Diana, I'm going to take a leave away for a little bit because this has obviously clouded my judgment. Mike saying I'm going to become a better man, be a better coach, have to lead young men, blah, blah, blah. Do the whole dog and pony show, right? But if the fact that they were both just like, fuck you people, stop paying attention, that just makes the internet pay attention more, baby.
Yep.
Like, you just did it. Nate saying Vrabel's an adulterer and his son's a public defecator. Nate just won't let it go. Let a man shit in peace, okay, Nate? Let a kid shit in peace.
So after that, I
what
have
else we
something fun. I actually never watched this full video. I just saw the quotes on it, the comments on it.
I did watch this full thing. This is worth every fucking minute, Dave.
Okay. You want to watch the full 528 then?
Oh, it is
Okay.
incredible from start to finish. It's so good.
This is clip from Slime off the Respectfully. #respectfully to Justin LeBoy's show.
I have no idea who this is, but fantastic right here. Let's fuck it.
Who's the worst teammate you had? The worst? Like somebody you really couldn't stand. Like, I really hate this dude.
I gotta use a teammate or make it a coach, bro.
Right away. Look, here's the thing too. And you go down the list, right? He was there when Big Ben almost fucking killed himself and raped 2 women. He was there for that, right?
Yeah.
He was there for AB becoming a full retard, right? Like, and going and fucking, like, he was there for Plaxico shooting himself, right? So he was there for a lot of shit.
Remember when Big Ben came out and said he couldn't stop watching porn?
Did I? So the internet doesn't know. I think you know. When I was in college, Big Ben's sister played at the University of Oklahoma, played basketball, and they came to play Marist. And the Marist women were good at the time, and they almost beat them. When I tell you, I don't know who would win in a fight between him and his sister. She looks like Ben Roethlisberger with fucking hair.
Is it like Brock Lesnar's daughter type of thing?
Just about. She is Ben with hair. She played power forward. Like, it was just, I really think she could beat the shit out of fucking Ben. Like, and Ben's a big dude, but she was just Ben with hair. And it was like, I don't even want to say hi to her. Like, we were both college people. Like, I didn't want, like, there was another really good player on Oklahoma. She was one of the top women in the country, and Maris did a great job holding her down. They lost by like 2 points at home. It was a great game. But just seeing that, it was like, fuck, this is gross. Like, I'm sorry. You look like your brother. But yeah, no. So just the point is, Lev has gone through a good amount of fucking people that he could possibly point to be like, Ryan Clark was there. Troy Polamalu was there. Joey Porter was there. Like, Harrison was there. Like, there's a lot of high profile people that maybe he could have peeled the curtain back and been like, this motherfucker sucked, right? Where he goes, and number one, his chain's awesome. But where he goes is hilarious. So let's do this.
Adam Gase, bro. That nigga Adam Gase, bro. He might have been the dumbest coach ever. Hey, chat. Look, I promise you. Bro, if it's 2nd and 9, and Adam Gase is the coach.
The funniest thing is he is saying the thing every Jets fan has said for a long time.
It's factual. It's factual. Like, none of this is like non-factual. I'll be right back real quick, Dave. You keep watching this. This is amazing. I'll be right back.
No problem.
I promise you. I bet you $1 on it. He's calling a halfback dive. He's calling a halfback dive for the 2nd and 9 every time. Bro, there's not been that one play, like one time where I was in the huddle and it was 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10, and the play coming in and he did not call a fucking dive, bro. Anytime I look at that fucking yard marker at the sideline and I see the play getting ran in, bro, I don't even listen to the play. I line up, bro. I just start lining up, bro. Like, I already know the fucking play, bro.
It's so annoying that you have someone like Le'Veon Bell on your fucking team, and that's the way you're using him. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say, man. Jets fans have been tortured for way too damn long. Nate saying it's crazy to think Brock's daughter came out like Brock when Sable is her mom. I know, right? That shows the dominance of Brock's genes, even when he's with Sable. It's ridiculous. And you know what? Good for her. Good for Brock's daughter, because she looks like she's doing well in college and everything. Who knows? Maybe she'll become a wrestler.
This nigga about to give me a fucking dive. Worst play in fucking football, bro.
Worst coach in the NFL.
Worst coach ever. He should not ever. But he shouldn't coach Little League, bro. He was terrible. But one time. No. Look, no lie. There's no lie, because I can't make this up. But one time we're about to play the Bengals, bro. We're about to play the Bengals.
Why does he say the Bengals?
The Bengals.
He says the Bengals.
It's because he's probably fucking from. They probably are.
You're about to say something crazy.
I was not saying where he's from.
Have a Wednesday practice. Our Wednesday practice is a normal practice. Normal Wednesday practice. I get my little normal totes. We switch on, switch out. Thursday practice come. We doing a wet ball drill. So, because I guess it's supposed to be raining. It's supposed to be raining this Sunday. Yeah. So he dipping the ball into the little wet ball, whatever. And that's normal. Everybody's supposed to do that. You're supposed to practice with the wet ball. Yeah. He called me to the side like, "Hey, Le'Veon, come here, bro. Like, this nigga about to tell me a secret." I come over, I call.
This is pent up. This is
dude. At the end, you'll see, like he says, he's like, "You needed this, man. Like, this is a fucking therapy session for Le'Veon right now. It's amazing."
And he said some things on Twitter. I know he said some things on Twitter.
This was incredible. Oh, he always clowned on Adam Gase. Every chance he could, he clowned on. He hates. Here's the thing, too. It's like, it's obvious. Lev didn't mind being a Jet.
Well, I just
hated Adam Gase.
I said it while you were gone. The fact that we had a fucking talent like Le'Veon Bell, and this is the stuff we were doing with him. It's incredible how we're like survive as Jets fans.
Oh my! I just jog over there. Like, what's good, coach? He said, "Look, you know it's supposed to rain a lot Sunday. Like, it's supposed to come down." I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, I know it's gonna be a big game." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm looking to throw the ball about 40 plus times." I looked at him and said, "What? You gonna throw the ball 40 plus times? It's raining. It's gonna be raining. Like, the ball's gonna be wet. It's gonna be raining." He said, No. But think about it, bro. He said, the receivers, like even you running your route, you know where you're going, but the defender don't know where they're going, bro. So they might slip and we can get a big play." Bro, he looked me right in my eyes. How you doing? Just like it said that, bro. And I'm like, in my head, I just look at him.
And something that people always forget about this whole Adam Gase experience. It was Peyton Manning that fucking got us him.
Yep.
I will forever hate Peyton Manning for that bullshit, because it was Peyton Manning that put in the fucking word to say, "Go and get Adam Gase." That man,
because he was supposed to train up Sam Darnold.
Years of our fucking franchise.
He was supposed to train up Sam. He was supposed to, because he was a quarterback whisperer and good, and he was supposed to train up Sam. And thing is, he had a decent track record because Tannehill played his best under Gase. And we now find out it had nothing fucking do with Gase.
Because I'm not trying, at this time, bro, this is 2019. I'm not trying to cause no ruckus in the media. Yeah. I'm not saying shit. I listened to what that nigga said to me, bro, right there. And I held that shit in. Bro, I held that shit in, bro. That's what's causing me to stretch, bro. That nigga said, bro, that nigga straight up told me, bro. That nigga told me, look me right in my eyes.
This is definitely therapy. This is definitely therapy. 100%. You see the way he's moving? Like, he's like, I'm getting a weight off my shoulder, man.
No, he's not. Is he?
Adam Gase, wait, is he really? But I mean, here's the thing. Passing coordinator is different than any position of power, right?
That is
because
true,
the offensive coordinator can tell him to shut the fuck up.
Still, the man mismanaged someone who now has just won a fucking Super Bowl. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm looking up right now.
It's like, yeah, we about to throw the ball 40 plus times.
Hold on. There's a reason why Herbert can't fucking play right now. It's Adam Gase.
So there is an issue with how incestuous the NFL is and how they just recycle people who fail consistently.
Well, it's one of those things where it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't. I really feel like it's that, right? Like this guy has experience being around pros, interact, because there's an art to interacting with grown men who have egos, right? With the pros. So there is something to that. Like, listen, the Jets, we have Frank Reich, right? Frank Reich hasn't been very successful in a decade.
100%. But it's the same thing with like Steve Wilkes last year.
Yeah.
Wilkes, the thought was that he brings the veteran presence and all that, and then we end the year with 0 interceptions. So there is, while it is an understandable logic to be like, okay, well, these are people who have interacted with these people. They might have found some success, but it's not exactly recent. The incestuous issue hurts a lot of teams.
Well, the bottom line is we're looking at our interim head coach, right? Frank Reich they should already name him interim head coach.
We'll see.
Because if Aaron Glenn isn't 500 8 games in, he's gone.
I mean, possibly.
He's got to be 5. I don't care what the schedule is. He's got to be 500, and the defense needs to have at least 6 interceptions. Like you got to be doing something. Like, and that offense should be humming. There's weapons.
Yeah.
And Eugene's going to throw the fucking ball. I won't call him Gino until he does good things. He is Eugene until then. It's like Flynn Rider. He's fucking Eugene. Anyway.
Because it's about to rain all game. Like, bro, how much sense that make, bro? That's backwards. It's like, bro, we supposed to be running the ball. Like hand the ball. That's how we gonna get yards, bro. When we go out there, bro, look at the stats, bro. If y'all anybody want to look at the stats, bro, we throw that bitch 40 plus times and lost. We lost to the Bengals, by the way. We lost to the Bengals, and the Bengals was dead last in rushing at this game. They were dead last in the league, ranked 32nd, bro. And I got the ball like 4 times that game, bro, because we wanted to pass 40 plus times, and we lost. The Bengals ain't win the game all year either. That was their first win.
Game.
Yes.
Wow. What else you gotta let out, man? Go ahead, bro. This is a therapy session. Fuck it.
But shit be built up, bro. That's what I'm saying. But like,
what else, man? Just go. Like, we gonna call this the Le'Veon rant. I'm gonna give you a minute to just vent about
that nigga. Adam Gase terrible, bro. Adam Gase terrible, bro. I'm trying to think, but we like, cause you move fast forward to that shit, bro. I don't even know if I want to say that because he did a lot of shit in that office that coaches ain't supposed to be doing. But that's why he ain't no coach. But he should never even be in the fucking.
Hold on, what he was doing in the office?
Bro, y'all know that, bro. Y'all know that white girl.
Get the fuck out,
bro. Hey, bro.
I don't know how the Chargers keep him after all of this. I mean,
I don't think you can.
Unsubstantiated stuff, but like you said, you can go look at the stat sheet for the Bengals game. So it's not like he's necessarily
unless
lying.
Adam Gase is everyone's dealer.
Bro, I'm like, bro, I ain't just walking in the office and see my coach. We might go to practice, bro. We got practice in 28 minutes. We got walkthrough, bro. This is what you doing in here? Yeah.
You ain't see him sniff coke, bro.
My own too. Well, my own too. Hey, not just once though. Man, one time.
Great.
That's what he did though. Everybody know that. That's what he did. But it was just crazy to me to actually seen it.
Look at the video, the clip they pull up.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I heard all the stories and shit. Yeah, that nigga Adam Gase is on that cocaine. That nigga Adam Gase was out there fried all them plays, bro. He was fried, bro. Like, bro, it's like a little thing on the side, like it's like a little clip on the sideline, bro. He like do the nose salt, bro. Cause the nose salt was the only thing kind of getting right on the sideline because he ain't have his normal shit to put in his nose. So he had the nose salt, bro. Bro, he like doing all type of like, bro, he like, bro, you gotta see it, bro. You ain't never seen it. I gotta show you, bro. He like turned up, bro. on the sideline, bro. He on national TV, bro.
Yeah.
He's showing everybody, well, this is what I do. Y'all know what I do behind closed doors. I'm doing this on national TV. Y'all know what I do behind closed doors.
Nah.
Shout out Adam Gates, though. Shout out Adam. He did his thing, bro.
Dude.
All right.
Fucking wild. Dude,
It's insane.
speaking of weirdos, what the fuck's wrong with Makai Lemon?
What are you talking
Do
about?
you see the way he like talks in interviews?
No.
He's like a snake. He's like this the whole time, and he's talking like. Look up Makai Lemon draft interview. Look it up right now. Makai Lemon draft interview. And he's not just there. He did it at like podiums and shit. He's like a fucking snake. I don't know. Like he's got to be buzzing, man. He's got to be. Nate's saying Lev is a national treasure. Yes, he is. Like I'm happy the Jets passed up on Makai Lemon and went with fucking Cooper. I could not deal with that weirdo in New York. He's in fucking Philly now. You pulling up any of his interviews?
Well, he's not snaking as much in this one. Hold up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull something up here. Because that one's not too bad.
It's right after he gets drafted. And like right after he gets drafted and they're doing like I forget who the chick is. She's talking to him.
Yeah, you're talking about this one.
Put on pads and a helmet to this moment right here, being a first-round pick in the NFL draft. What has defined your journey?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just so blessed right now. You know, I just praise the Lord for every moment, really.
I mean, to be fair, that might be an adrenaline thing.
Dude, he does it there's another press conference not too long after. He's at the podium, Dave. When I tell you, he's at the podium holding it like this. Like, motherfucker, he's like an Akatsuki, man. Like, he's a snake. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
Twitchy. That's why he's a good wide receiver.
It's a dream come true. I can't even believe this right now.
Like he's
When you look out at those Philly fans and you think about the fan base that's about to embrace.
I don't know about all that.
Dude's buzzing. Nate G, Adam Gase was in Miami when the Chris Forrester scandal came out. He was. I do remember that. Was he there for Incognito too? With the Incognito bullying shit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Caveat I saying looks like Little Richard. Maybe. Yeah, no, dude, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
I'm so happy we passed up on Makai Lemon. I am really happy.
Interesting.
Keep watching. He's a fucking weirdo. You can even mute it while you watch. He's just a goddamn snake.
Face you with open arms. What will they love most about you?
And they getting a dog. It's ready to work for real.
Like, look at him. Look at him. Like he's going like his head moves like he's a snake.
Thank you, Makai. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Like the dude's a weirdo. Okay. Like that's bizarre. Adam Gase is his fucking dealer, man.
No, I don't know about all that. We're gonna keep this pushing though, and we're gonna talk about the thing that we were talking about earlier in the night because it's gonna take up a good bit of time. So I figured we might as well just get on
unfolded.
What?
Some things have unfolded.
Yes, some things have unfolded. The quartering did not end up going on Flashcast, but apparently now Friday on Rumble, Flash is setting.
But real quick, Savvy's now fucking in on this.
Yes, that is
the fucking coffee brand coffee stuff, and she is going after him.
That
with
is
all the
something developing, and she's been late to this. Luther Morgan has been on top of this. Luther Morgan deserves his
yep, and she put him there. She said she put him in there. 53 minutes ago.
Luther Morgan has been doing excellent fucking work on this stuff,
dude.
I don't know have you seen any of that stuff Luther Morgan has put out about
I have seen he's popped up on my stuff about how coffee brand coffee is just fucking death's fucking salt.
I might have to pull up a Luther Morgan video and that's how we'll end this because
what the quartering is, dude,
it's pretty bad.
He's technically bad right now. Quartering is fucking spiraling.
Yeah.
He's already at the bottom. He's just trying to dig.
Yeah. So right here, he's been drinking again this morning. Let me see if I can zoom this bitch in.
It doesn't actually zoom.
No, it's kind of
back. See how the back is getting bigger, but the actual picture, dude, Elon needs to fucking fix it. X sucks.
That's a little weird. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. He's been spiraling, tweeting. He's been tweeting a lot. Meme Copium right here, who's also been pretty good on following.
A lot of people have been actually great on fucking A-logging the quartering.
A lot of people have been A-logging the fuck out of quartering, really being on top of the situation. Camelot's live right now.
Real quick. when you decided as Quartering to fuck with Kino Casino, who is a bunch of all their fans are fucking people that A-log, and they also A-log themselves. Like that is that group of the internet. Like they like to A-log. You decided to fuck with that group of people, not just PPP and Worski, but the community as a whole. What did you expect to happen? Like, it's not just those two. It's not like they're on their own pulling all this stuff up. They have people sending them shit all the time on anyone that they want to fuck with. So you had to expect once you fucked with that community is going to fight back. It's amazing.
Coward brand coward is hilarious, Nate.
Coward brand coward. Did you see fucking Beardo the smelling salts brand smelling salts?
Yes. Yeah, that was
last
crazy.
week. That's a deep cut too. The smelling salts is a deep cut.
Yeah, but how much stuff has been going on with this? Things from like 3 days ago feel like a year ago. It's insane.
It is moving so fast
every week. In fact, this Wednesday crash out is a little weird because usually it's Friday. He starts drinking, then he crashes the fuck out. But it's now timed out. Like I'm not surprised if there's going to be more. But Meme Copium came out and said the Quartering has allegedly shown his unsleeved media channel report history as evidence he is innocent. There are 4 problems with this. 1, is this really unsleeved media? We can only see the PFP to show this. He needs to show us the email attached to the account by clicking on the PFP.
Yep.
2, does not show the report email, which we know exists, and we do because he accidentally pulled it up right here. See it in video. You could see it on that stream. 3, yep. Jeremy Hambley said he would take channels down with phone calls, not reports. Also true to his quote-unquote non-Jeet YouTube rep. 4, and that's something that I'm adding. That's not what Meme Copium said. I'm adding that. Number 4, there is no way to show he didn't create a new account to report from.
Yep.
Also very true. Meme Copium also said you can create what Jeremy just did right now by setting your profile picture to UM and then screen recording. Why is this 2 weeks late? Why show it now? Also a very good question.
Yeah.
Now, something I did not expect to see tonight, which I think Alex you'll find funny, is Adam Krigler saying something. Evo said the bull conquers the beast, and Krigler comes in saying, to be honest, I was expecting this to be another recording video from Kino Casino, which is fucking hilarious.
That's amazing. Good, Krigler. Nicely done.
But the thing is, everyone, literally everyone that comes into contact with this sees how crazy the fucking Quartering is being. The only people he has in his corner right now is Melanie Mack and apparently Nick Recader.
Nick Recader, and I think by extension, because whatchamacallit, Hannah Claire Brumlow still works for him.
Yes.
And Hannah Claire apparently. So by extension, Carter Banks, because that's her husband from Timcast. So yeah, I found that out that Carter Banks and her were married, and I think that's also why Tim's not really involved.
I will say this: I completely agree with people saying that the free Hannah Claire thing shouldn't be a thing anymore. She's a big girl; she can make her decisions. But also, I just like the bit, so I want to keep doing it. Either way, another person.
I don't care if Hannah Claire gets cleared because fucking I never cared about Hannah Claire. I thought she sucked on him.
But the bit's good. Either way.
Great bit.
Another person Valiant. I did not expect to see that this just happened not too long ago in 943. Valiant Renegade. I guarantee you, he did not want to fucking speak on this. He did not care about doing it.
He just likes reporting on his own shit. He doesn't get involved in any of this type of shit. It's not him.
But he has now come out and said this guy needs to stop and take a breath yesterday. I hate jumping in on YouTube creator drama BS, but dear Lord. Flash was just running a super chat catch-up show for Pete's sake, which is very true.
Did you? So we'll get to this later with It's a Gundam, but I think it kind of extends to this because It's a Gundam has been doing kind of yeoman's work behind the scene, trying to get like channels revamped from what Quartering did, plus with the AI stuff. Apparently, It's a Gundam has lost his privileges to have insider contact with YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, Papa Gundam put that on there.
I didn't hear about that. I did know about that because I was watching one of his clips and he said something. So
he put it out on X that basically like I can't really be a crusader for the people that were wronged anymore because I've lost my quote unquote privileges, which is crazy to think that they'd go after another big creator like It's a Gundam. That's in a way going at him, right? Because they want to have these relationships with big creators so they can work with them. So here's the thing too.
Gundo has also always had a lot of problems with YouTube. They don't like him at all.
No. The thing is, and I think what we need to realize here is all of us need to eventually migrate away from YouTube. And if everybody goes, then more people will go. I think everyone's afraid to really make that move.
No, not even necessarily that. The big issue is that there is nothing as good as YouTube. It's just that fucking simple. There is nothing as good as YouTube. If Rumble actually becomes a very, very good product, a lot more people will eventually use it.
I will also say this, though. If more people go over and Rumble starts to get the numbers and they can put more money into it than that, it's a double effect. I think Rumble is very willing. We've seen that they're willing.
Also, there is the conspiracy theory of what's going on and trying to get people to navigate the Rumble all of a sudden very big like that.
Possibly, and it all might stem around Mr. Hambly.
Even though he's apparently not on their homepage very much anymore. If you try to use his promo code for the Rumble Premium, it doesn't work anymore, apparently.
Which, again, I'm also not completely for. Because they're supposed to be for free speech. They're supposed to be for all this. He did a content creator no, but that has nothing to do with the platform.
The thing is, though, is that if you are affiliated with someone, he is one of the faces of your brands.
I get it, and I get that.
But the thing is, you have a decision to make as an owner of that business or whoever in that business to decide whether or not you want that to be the face of your brand when your brand is to not stifle anything.
Yes and no.
No, hold up, though. You're not stifling him by not putting him on the homepage. You're not stifling him by taking away the promo code. That's not stifling anyone. That's a fucking privilege that you get for being big on a platform. If they kicked him off the platform, that's a whole different situation.
It is like a slap on the wrist, though.
But
when you were just currently doing that,
deciding you do not want to be affiliated with someone who is not bringing you numbers, who is not bringing you payments,
I get it.
Who is also doing this is not a fucking big deal. That's something that businesses do every day.
But it is sticky because I don't want to reward that. I don't want to reward that in a way. I don't know. It's a weird situation.
I don't even think there's anything. There's nothing, and there's no problem with it at all. Because look, they have to make that decision on whether
he did put himself in hot water for being a piece of shit.
Like it's the same thing of if they want to make a decision to distance themselves from Russell Brand because of this whole court thing. Look. He's a fucking face of their company. When you have a face of your company, that's someone that people look to and decide whether or not they want to use your fucking company and use your product.
And I could imagine in the contract, like every other company, it's like if you make us look bad, we can terminate at any time, or we can do. So there is always that thing. They always put in every single contract.
Exactly.
But
and
it's
like
just,
I said, it's not about taking away their ability to post on the platform and actually using the platform. That's the whole fucking thing. It's not about whether or not they really promote you. The Rumble's issue is that it's not necessarily an organic growth company. But
no.
But the one thing that it has to be steadfast on is allowing people to do basically whatever the fuck they want on Rumble. You can do a lot on Rumble.
You can listen. There is no copyright infringement or anything like that. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That doesn't mean that you're just allowed to be one of the fucking faces of Rumble. That doesn't mean that at all. That's a that's a business partnership. That has nothing to do with free speech anymore. Like it really
I get
it. I'm sorry to tell people this. But
as long as they don't fully cancel him, right? As long as we don't find out that they're like throttling his numbers or anything like that, which not being on the front page will hurt his numbers.
But they don't have to fucking throttle his numbers. The man doesn't pull anyone in. You can look at his chat.
That's true.
What are we talking about?
He's definitely botted. You could tell he's botted a ton.
Well, the thing is, it might not be the bottom. It might be the way Rumble does the views. You're on the homepage. You get a lot based off being on the homepage. I don't know that much about how they count views, but like I'm saying, it's very different when you're talking about a business partnership and whether or not someone is going to be recognition for your brand and whether you're actually going to be hurting them from just doing anything on your platform. Because that's not really hurting someone from doing something.
Now, I'm curious if there's a part of a contractual thing that he needs to be up there a certain amount.
That
Because that might have been a thing that
them.
I'm going to come over to you, and I'd imagine him, Dr. Disrespect. A lot of people probably had that. Hey, when we're on, we need to be front page.
100% they had that.
Tim Cass, Crowder, all that.
Very different because apparently they're going away from the contract thing now on Rumble, which I think is a good idea.
And the algorithm is apparently going to be better. They're going to a preferable, like they're trying to do things that we want and we're talking about.
Yes, yeah. And the thing is just like there's no reason to try to get the quartering kicked off. No, it's really funny to watch him go live and just get destroyed by chat and have to have like 50 fucking Jannies to keep sweeping.
Honestly, just watching G&G and how much Jeremy does not like Rumble, but every time they have their Rumble Wallet sponsorship, and they're like, we gotta like them now. We're about to be kicked off YouTube. We love your Rumble. Like, and Mike's like, stop telling him to fuck himself, and maybe we can have a deal.
But Nate's saying Baldo is sticking up for him hard, which is crazy, man.
Lolcow stick together, Dave. We found this out. The Lolcow stick together.
Everyone else has been going against it.
Did you see Jarbo trying to go at Mahler now? Because Jarbo got a fucking little bit of big in britches. He thinks he's on the internet again. And then Mahler's just like, I don't need to get any lower. You're Matt Jarbo. That's it.
He's fucking felted by God. All right. This is 14 minutes. I think we can power through this. I think we can go through this because I don't think you've seen any of this. This is part 2 of his Coffee Brand Coffee.
No, I might have to pee in the interim because I'm just having to pee a whole bunch because I'm
okay. Old. That's no problem. But I want you to see this because I think it is very, very informative. Luther Morgan has been doing a great fucking job.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here coming at you with another video about Coffee Brand Coffee and the ongoing investigation as we answer or try to answer the question, where is the coffee factory? Now, I got a helpful tip from a friend of the channel, Duty Streams, and he suggested a whole new...
I will say this also, shout out Duty Streams, DSPA lock. But I will say this, Luther Morgan is doing this online investigation. Ethan Ralph was doing a gonzo journalism investigation.
Ethan Ralph being affiliated with anything just makes it funny. Automatically you laugh.
I don't know if you saw any of that arc. It's a great arc. I
don't pay attention to Ethan Ralph at all.
He was saying he was going to go up there with his girlfriend. I don't know. But he was going to go up there and look for the
fact that man has enough balls to walk into the United States again. How is the border closed and he keeps getting across?
Somehow he's always able to get into the U.S. He's back in Mexico now, but he never found a factory, by the way.
Can we talk to Trump here? How does Ethan Ralph keep getting across the border?
I kind of like the plot armir. It makes things funny.
I mean, I guess he's still an American citizen, so all he has to do is show it. But
I don't know if he honestly is.
Did he find a new fucking pass? Is that going to be his new career, just being a coyote?
All right, we keep this pushing.
Different avenue of investigation, and unlike unlike Mr. Hambly, I actually give credit, and it made me think about it in a totally different way. Instead of trying to find the food processing plant and then connect the plant to the product, I should get the product and then reverse engineer where the product came from. So I bought...
Which, yet again, shout out Duty, good idea to tell Luther about that.
Very good
Coffee
idea.
Brand Coffee. That's right. I wasted 40 of my own dollars to get Coffee Brand Coffee. So if you like this investigation and you want to support it, please consider checking out the book on Amazon, Lolcow's The Internet's Never-Ending Tragedy, or if you can't read, like Jeremy Hambly, the audiobook is available on Spotify and Audible. All right. So,
which him saying the quarter can't read is actually very true. Apparently, he hasn't read a book in 30 years, Alex. And he has trouble. He has trouble reading the Bible. The new age translation.
Listen, if he has trouble reading, if he has a fucking learning disorder, whatever. But
this is someone
that's try to come off as someone that reads articles.
That's what I'm saying. This is a news guy.
What we found out about the media is they're not fucking very bright, okay?
Javier saying stop drinking so much Rolling Rock. No, he's drinking Fireball. That's what he's drinking.
Fireball.
So back to the video. So I ordered the coffee, and I started doing a little bit of investigation into what are the requirements to sell things on Amazon, because Amazon is kind of like his Achilles heel. So if we go to the Amazon Seller Central and we go to grocery and gourmet foods, and we go to product requirements, if you see right here, it says you must be licensed or have the approval of relevant government agency for the products you're allowed to sell. So this would be his food manufacturer, food processing plant license. And then if we go through here, it says label in English all products covered by federal, state, and local laws. For federal labeling policies, see the FDA food labeling and nutritional guide for that. And we'll get to that in just a second.
This is like directly affiliated with what Savvy started to talk about, right? With the FDA.
Yeah, she's now going on. So Luther came out a bit ago, because this is where is this from? This is 5 days ago, and his part 1 was like a week or 2 ago.
The thing is, though, Savvy might be the most autistic person.
No. Luther is. I'm going to tell you
more
right
autistic than
Luther
Savvy.
read the fucking terms and conditions.
Okay, he might be more autistic.
Savvy's cool and all. Luther Morgan is doing fucking God's work on this. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay.
There's a reason why the man wrote a book on locals. I don't know how, like, he's doing his thing. I just want to give him all the credit in the world.
Good job, Luther.
So there's also further requirements. So for food and beverage, it says listed here, examples of permitted listings. Properly prepared and sealed food and beverages. All food packaging must include the following. And right here, name and address of the packaging company. So I knew by the time this thing got to me in the mail that either two things would be true. Either Jeremy Hambley is not in compliance with the Amazon food listing requirements, or the coffee will have the exact thing that I need on it. So as I waited for this thing in the mail, I did a little investigation into what are these FDA food requirements.
Like, look at what he's pulling up, dog. Like, look at what the fuck he's pulling. You see what I mean? This man is doing work. He's doing.
I mean, 132 pages isn't that long. I used to read 100.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, this is TISM level.
So coffee by itself doesn't have to have nutritional facts. So if we go to the FDA document here, it's 132 pages. We go down to foods with no nutritional significance. It says, are spices, coffee, and tea required to be nutritional labeled? And it says right here, exempted food includes coffee beans, whole or ground. So let's go further. However, Hambley sells coffee that has artificial flavoring in it. This half of his coffee is artificial flavoring. So if we go through this same document.
Drink spiked jack-o'-lantern coffee. I'm not a coffee guy.
No,
so I can't give an answer.
I don't like pumpkin coffee in general.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not a pumpkin. I'm not a basic bitch. I don't like pumpkin spice or the new matcha thing. Like I hate all these trends. All these trends, like it's not even just white liberal women, just white women. Period. Fucking fake ass things. Like I've always liked matcha. Bitch, you didn't hear about it before 15 minutes ago. Like pumpkin doesn't taste that great. Matcha's been around forever, and now you're just trying to catch on with the trend. In a year, no one's gonna give a fuck about matcha. Anyway, my rant. Go ahead.
Page 18. It says, how are spices, natural flavors, or artificial flavors declared in the ingredients list? So you also need an ingredients list. These may be declared in the ingredients list by either using specific, common, or usual names by using declaration spices, flavor, or artificial flavor, or natural flavor. And it gives us example here. And if we go down to the next page here, it says, do you have to parenthetically declare all the ingredients and flavors that conform to a standard of identity? And it also says, if the flavor is declared by the standardized name, i.e., vanilla extract, whatever, each ingredient must also be declared parenthetically following the standardized name. So a lot of his coffee has artificial flavoring. So this artificial flavoring, whatever the hell chemicals are in it, are supposed to be listed. So also while I waited on the coffee to come in, I did a little research into what are, what's the coffee trade information websites. What do they say about this when it comes to coffee labeling? And we have 3 sources of information here because I wanted to be extensive. So this is
it's like actual academic shit here.
No ifs, ands, or beans about it. I already hate this website.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like him saying he's getting 3 sources. I remember, like, you do that shit in college. Like, you don't.
I mean, I do like the bottom too long didn't roast. I don't mind that. That one's a good pun. That's a good pun. I'll take that pun.
More than the other one.
I like it better
Star.
than no ifs, ands, or beans about it. I do like too long didn't roast.
The whole package. So this is a whole company dedicated on helping coffee companies design packaging. So if we go through here, every bag of coffee you sell, whether that's at the farmer's market or in a national grocery store, so Hambly's talked about wanting to get into Walmart, right here, name and place of business. That means the manufacturer, packer, or distributor. The full address is safest, but a website that clearly links to your contact info can suffice. He doesn't have any contact info on his website. So we got one source here. Also, it says if your coffee is flavored, you'll need an ingredients list and potentially an allergy warning. So just to be sure, here is the FDA requirements around flavor additives. So it's a dead link, but I went and found it. So if you're,
This is fucking great. It's some great shit, man. It's really fucking good A-Log.
Going deep into it.
Well, and he gets into it to the end of the video, but this is about health as well. Like,
yeah,
it's actually important shit.
And the thing is, too, it's like the FDA allows so much shit.
Yes.
That could kill us into all of our food. So this is like the minimum thing you have to do to try and not murder us directly.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look at the FDA code here, it's whatever this 101.22 food labeling of spices, flavorings, colorings, and chemical preservatives. So if we enter this page here, we go to, so here we go, Code of Federal Regulations, and we scroll all the way down.
I love it. I love
it. You're this autistic as well. That's why.
Well, somewhat, depending.
Just
here to this one. A statement of artificial flavoring, artificial coloring, or chemical preservative shall be placed on the food or in its container or wrapper, or any 2 or all 3 of these may be necessary. So, this flavored coffee, will it have a statement about what the artificial flavoring is? Here's another source. What do coffee labels need to meet government regulations? So this is from CTM Labeling Systems, another company just dedicated to designing coffee packaging. So if we go right here, so IP, this is the
what?
I didn't know there's so many companies dedicated to designing packaging.
But that's the thing, though, right? Is you don't know certain things until you find out, like, what happens in the niche or what happens in the business. But this is, this is also part of the reason why the quartering is probably crashing out, is because of shit like this. What he's doing in this video here is absolutely destroying the man. Absolutely destroying him. And like you said, now it's not only Luther that's very into digging into shit. Now Savvy's doing it, and Savvy will actually go and do that shit. She'll do it. So, but like when you have people that will do that, and you're so openly flirting with going across the line of that stuff, and it seems like actually being across the line, they're just going to be able to tear you apart.
You don't fuck with the tisms on the internet, and he should know this.
You would think so.
He should know that you don't do it. Like, listen, you don't be a bitch and grovel, but you don't push it. Like, and he's just been pushing and pushing. And there's, like you said, Valiant Renegade got involved, Kriggs got involved, and Kriggle's just been trying to stick to games lately. Whether you like his take on games or not, he's just generally been trying to talk about the video games he's playing. So it's like for him to sit there and throw a shot, like. And again, quartering is again going at all the wrong people that veterans. And the thing is, he's not even like fucking with new bloods, right? He's going with veterans. He's going at the casino guys. He's going at Stuttering Craig. He's going at Yellow Flash. People that have been on the internet for damn near a decade each. And if Craig's case, 20 years. So it's like, if you're gonna try to crush, like, go at someone new if you're gonna do it anyway, right? People that no one gives a fuck about. But to go at Casino, which has a huge audience, to go at Side Scores, which has a massive audience on Rumble and YouTube, to go at Yellow Flash, which independently has gained a massive audience, like, what a retard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I don't know, man. He keeps pushing it. This is, and it's just gonna be content forever. He really wants to settle Lolcow a year early. He wants to make sure his spot's not taken.
Like, it's
information panel.
I almost feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
The IP requires an ingredients list and contact information for the producer or distributor. And it says here, the ingredients are listed in the order of highest weight to lowest weight. So, let's also get another one in here. So this is Durapack, FDA labeling requirements for coffee. What do I need in the nutritional facts panel? The FDA does not require a nutritional facts panel for plain roasted coffee. However, you must include nutritional facts panel if your coffee has flavorings. Vanilla, hazelnut, pumpkin spice, etc. And then here we go here. Do you have to list caffeine content? No, caffeine disclosure is not mandatory. However, you must list caffeine if you add extra caffeine to the product. So Coffee Brand Coffee sells a coffee that has extra caffeine in it. So I wonder, does it have that caffeine listed on the packaging? Here as well, do you have to register with the FDA? FDA registration is required if you roast your own beans, package coffee under your brand, operate a warehouse that ships coffee products. So Jeremy Hambley has claimed all three of these things.
This is me and 6, 7 other employees here in the United States. We roast our own beans. This isn't some drop ship thing. We have our own fulfillment facility. We have our own customer service. I personally dial in every single blend.
The thing that's going to come out of this is it's all drop ship.
Or white label. It's drop ship or white label.
That's what it's going to be. He doesn't do his own shit. We know that.
Well,
they're told to say that they do it.
No, not even. You don't have to say that you do it. You just say it like I'm partnering with this brand or whatever the fuck. That's all you have to say. Oh, we're coming out with my brand of coffee with this company. You don't have to say any of this. All of this is fucking crazy to say.
Nate saying Luther Morgan greatly messed up his book on lolcows by not including stuttering John Melendez. You fucking hate him, don't you, Nate?
Well, look.
As we should. He sucks.
As much as you like the Dabbleverse, Nate, and the Dabbleverse has some fun in it, even though I don't like a lot of people at A-Log in it, it's not big enough.
Probably not.
People are going to care.
Yeah.
But it's something that people only get into if they know more about the internet.
Caveat Ty saying puns are the highest form of humor if done well. If done well, puns are amazing. That fucking no beans about it, terrible. Too long didn't roast, quality. Okay, let's keep going.
When it comes down to the flavor and how long it's roasted, what temperature it's roasted, the level of darkness, I'm deeply involved. Tucker Carlson was spotted by the way, on the coffee, we roast our own beans. We're not some weirdo dropship organization like literally all my competitors on YouTube.
And mind you, stop
give
real
us a
quick.
try.
I'm pretty sure at the time of the other video you just saw was when him and Tim were going at it. So that was a direct shot at Casper.
It probably was.
That was a direct shot at Casper, which Tim claims that they help mix it, but he doesn't claim that they like personally package it. He's like, we go over there, we kind of test out some flavors. They've allowed us to fucking tell us what to mix. We taste it, we say we like it, they take care of everything else. So he never claims to be like, it's our place. He's like, nah, we just go mix the blends.
Yeah.
And then when we okay those blends, they go out. Which I can believe.
Well, and look, the quartering even said that they were going to do I believe it was a coffee face scrub. And this has now been years since he said that, because he was doing like a fundraiser for it. And now when asked about it, he said they can't get the recipe down. That's why they can't do it. It keeps coming out too watery or something like that. It's just like, why the fuck? It's the most brazen of lying. It's the most insane shit to lie about.
And the thing is too, like, you could say that on a stream and come back and just be like, I was memeing, right? Like if you come back directly and it's like it was a meme, that's different. But also we have no faith that Jeremy Hambley is ever memeing. He's always fucking trying to get over on shit.
If you're joking about that stuff, you don't fundraise for it.
No, he's such a retard. So caveat Ty saying you can't mess up a pun. You sure fucking can. Why? Leave me alone. I don't want to reply to it. You can mess up a pun. You certainly can. Nate saying, yeah, I get that. However, no lolcow ever except SJ was on Howard Stern in the Tonight Show. Most exquisite fall from grace. Yeah. But again, nobody gives. No one cares about stuttering John Melendez. Like people do, right? They do and they don't.
And I will say this, especially nowadays, a lot of people, especially younger people, don't give a fuck about Howard Stern.
They don't give a fuck about Howard Stern, and they also don't give a fuck about the Tonight Show. So it's two things that they don't care about.
Yeah, like this is mainly like an older crowd that are going to be doing this type of stuff, which is fine in of itself. But like, it's just, especially at the way Howard Stern is now. It's
but Nate, me and you are old, and so is Rollins. So maybe that's why. Like, it's like for us that makes a difference because we remember the good days of Howard Stern and when the Tonight Show wasn't completely insufferable. So yeah, keep going.
If you know, I run a coffee company. I'm not some drop ship company. We roast our own beans. We hand our own fulfillment. We have our own employees. We have our own roasting stuff. We have what is one of the most popular items.
So does he have FDA registration? Now, unfortunately, the FDA doesn't have a database, so I couldn't look that up. I know you would think it would exist.
Which, real quick, that should probably end, right? Like the FDA, since it's our fucking, like, it's a place I don't want to exist because fuck the FDA, fuck all executive like power branches. But since it does exist, there should be a full list of FDA approved brands. And it should be a database that we should be able to access.
You would think that would like, it would feel like that would just be something that is, right?
Yeah.
It feels like you wouldn't know about it, but if someone asked you like, oh, do you think this is on the FDA database? You'd be like, oh yeah, I'd assume so. Like it would just be something that you already think is a thing.
And the thing is too, it's like we go to trust like companies can't put on their label if it's not FDA approved, right? But like every once in a while you're looking, you're not thinking to look for an FDA label. You could just fucking pull up your phone and be like, is this in a database? Like if you're looking at supplements and stuff like that, right? Because a lot of them aren't FDA approved, but there's some that are. But it's like, you would think but again, I don't trust the government to do anything because we found out, Dave, did you hear about this? That, and this is off topic, but Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy talked about how they just got like 12 point something billion dollars to redo air traffic controller. Dave, they were still doing paper slips for fucking planes and stuff going out. Paper slips, Dave. They were running on MS-DOS.
You would be surprised.
Air traffic control.
Maybe you wouldn't be surprised, but
no, I wouldn't.
How old a lot of things we use in government sector things.
Oh my dude, our electrical grid is like 80 years beyond what it should be. Like it's ridiculous, but it's like
pretty far back in a lot of things.
And when but here's the thing, Secretary Duffy said that he's like, we were using paper and pencil and having to hand deliver things and punch them into our air traffic controllers. He's like, everything is gonna get digitized. Like what a fuck. Like here's the thing. I think personally, with what we know about EMPs and stuff and everything, there is a place for keeping a paper trail. Because I think you should still keep a paper trail, even with digitized shit. You should have both. But what are you laughing at there?
I'm going to shave this real quick because Jeremy Wormy put this up a little bit ago. But it was when Quartering was about to go on Flash's stream and whatever.
Jeremy Wormy's been fucking hilarious.
He says, my chat for the win. Someone super chatted. He tried to do a forced stream pie.
That's amazing.
That's a fucking good one.
But yeah. I think there's a place. I think we should still keep paper trails, but that shouldn't be the way it functions. It should still function on the internet, but like just in case an EMP hits, okay, we have the paper. Like we know what we're doing. I think people are making a mistake of going no more paper. We're just doing everything on the internet. Like that's fucking stupid. Do both. Anyway, keep going. That's my aside.
So anyway, all right. So packaging rules for small coffee businesses. Even at a small scale, your coffee packaging must include basic label information. Boom, right here. Your name and address. Your name and address, guys. Now you may be thinking, oh, well, Luther, what if Hambly applied for the FDA, U.S. Food and Drug Administration Small Business Nutritional Labeling exemption? Well, he's never raised this as a defense. So, and if this is true, that he has a Small Business Nutritional Labeling exemption, show me the paperwork, Hambly. So this is what coffee is supposed to look like. So this is just some coffee that I had in the cupboard. And right there it says
this is like every food you get, right? Yeah. You look at this, they all have where their distribution company is or where they pick it from or something like that. They have their ingredients, they have all of that stuff is there. This is just a general basic. And even if I mean, the only other thing you could think is if he used a P.O. box, but I don't know if he's allowed to. Like, I think you have to put where you distribute it out.
I think even if you use that, you'd probably have to put I mean, I don't know.
At least put the P.O. box on there, but at least if you want to protect, because I can imagine, like, if I'm Jeremy Hambly or if I'm like any of these coffee people, right? Like Mug Club and stuff like that, you don't want to give people your actual area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if your factory's anywhere near where you live, they're very protective and for good reason. They're psychos, right? Even for Jeremy. So I wonder if there's an exemption for being like, I'm a personality. People fucking hate me. Can I use a P.O. box away so that if anyone wants to contact my brand, they can go through there, we check it. Like,
yet again, there might be a possibility of it. Never brought up. So,
no, it's true. I wonder what the coffee says. Does he reveal what the coffee says, or is he still waiting on it?
Oh, no. Well, no. He reveals it.
Oh, we find out in the end.
Ingredients
okay.
list.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee, and then it says proudly distributed by the name of the company, and then the city, state, and the zip code where it is. That way you can find it.
By the way,
so you guys tell me what you think.
Really quick, go back to that. It feels wrong seeing Kansas City, Kansas. Nobody gives a shit that there's half of Kansas City in Kansas.
Well,
Kansas City's in Missouri.
But
the Chiefs are now about to go to Kansas City, Kansas, which is actually hilarious. But Kansas City's in Missouri, everybody. I'm sorry to all the Kansas City residents in Kansas. You don't own it. It's Missouri's. Anyway, sorry about that.
The zip code where it is. That way you can find it. So you guys tell me what you think. Once the coffee arrived, was it not compliant with the food safety regulations? Or did it have the exact information that we needed? Well, everyone who said that he was non-compliant with the food regulations, you're correct. The information regarding the coffee factory is not on the labeling. So I purchased this. It's spiked jack-o'-lantern coffee, mainly because I thought it could be expired because it's clearly Halloween themed. And there is absolutely no information.
That's a good point.
It could be expired.
That's a good point.
There's no coffee factory information. There is no ingredients list. There's no nutritional facts. It's totally non-compliant. Totally non-compliant. Now you say, what about the K-Cups, Luther? Well, those are totally non-compliant too. Now, they don't need nutritional facts because it's just regular coffee, but there's no information about the packaging or the factory that it came out of. So, again, with the non-compliance. So this is more than just about memes. This is more than just about grifting. This is more than just about YouTube drama. This is about food safety. This is about food safety, consumer protection, and transparency that is owed to customers from food producers.
Now,
what the hell are these?
In a lot of ways, if he ever gets Jeremy to talk to him, what Tim did to fucking the whatchamacallit, the Liquid Death, where Tim had the Liquid Death owner come on and basically was like, you say there's no plastic, and there's obviously plastic in here. Like, and Tim's like, I don't give a fuck if there's actually plastic there. I just don't like being lied to. And this is clearly fraudulent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true. And he got fucking Liquid Death that had to put a disclaimer.
But this is probably worse than that. this is
worse.
Well, and the thing is,
both, like, people go with the plastic because of health, right? The non-plastic.
Yeah.
That was the whole purpose. You go to Liquid Death, you have the metal bottle. There's no plastic. There's nothing with that.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm wondering is, now I don't know. I didn't look into it. Maybe Luther has. There's a part 3 to this, by the way. But I'm not going to put that on. It's 21 minutes.
I wonder if there could be like a class action lawsuit from everyone that's ever bought it.
I doubt it. But what I'm wondering is, because this very much seems white label, if it is white label, if you don't necessarily, I don't know. I would still think you would need it. It is very weird. It is very weird to not have certain things on a bag, especially like you said,
especially the
artificial flavoring and coloring and such like that. Like, you would think you'd have a little something on it. It is very weird. We'll finish this out.
Yeah.
Flavorings. What is in this coffee? How do you get coffee beans to be flavored like blueberry? How do you get coffee beans to be flavored like pumpkin whatever? What's the ingredients? Why won't you share it? Why won't you tell us where the coffee factory is? Why won't you show an FDA certification or your local state food regulations? Because I've tried to look in both Utah and Wisconsin. We already covered that. I wasn't able to find a food manufacturing facility. Why don't you want to share this information? Because what if someone has a food allergy? What if there's contamination at the plant and you need to do a recall? How are you going to do that if there's no information?
Agreed.
I mean, people could get hurt. People could get sick. Like, this is more than just internet stuff now. Food producers want to be able to do what Jeremy Hambley's doing. They want to be able to just put stuff out there in the marketplace, don't give the consumer any information, and then if people get sick or people get hurt or people have an allergic reaction, they can't trace it back to them. This is why we have FDA certification. This is why Amazon has labeling requirements. This is why—
And it's really funny because that's a good point, but it just shows how shit the FDA is.
Absolutely, the FDA sucks. The FDA sucks.
That it's just like, yes, that's the general idea of it. So we don't get fucked over as consumers, but obviously they don't do a fantastic job at it.
I mean, I'm wondering if RFK is going to get involved in this.
I doubt it. I honestly, dog, that would be some of the funniest shit if it actually got
I can't wait for Jeremy Hambley's next video. My business is under attack.
Oh, he's already been doing that shit. He's been on a tweet spree about this. That's what got Savvy involved, because he talked shit to her about it.
That may make me want to watch one of his streams now just to watch the crash. I'm going to DSP watch him. He's in the DSP level of being watched.
Dermy Wormy posted one of the videos he sent out. Jeremy sent out either today or yesterday, where apparently he starts going off about his old friends and how they turned on him and they never even reached out to him privately. At least that's what Dermy Wormy said in his tweet, and he's not going to lie about it because he put the video in it. So
why it's important to put information and give consumers information just in case something happens. Well, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to send certified mail to Coffee Brand Coffee LLC, as well as the registered agent requesting this information.
A lot of people pointed this out, but his registered agent information, the name is Crook Legal Group.
Just so that we can get to the bottom of it. Now, certified mail costs money. People don't want to do that. Totally get that. Well, the only contact tool that's available for the general public is the email address, hello@coffeebrandcoffee.com. Now, do not flag the quartering.
Mm-hmm.
Do not flag any of his information.
Mm-hmm.
Do not flag his stuff on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything that breaks the terms of service
Mm-hmm.
or is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Go to his website and request through the proper channels in a nice, polite, professional email, where is the coffee factory? That's what we need to do. In fact, how about we all do that together right now? Hey guys, so here's my email. Hello, I purchased your coffee on Amazon. It did not have an ingredients list or nutritional information. Please provide what flavorings, artificial or natural, are in your coffee. Please send the location of the manufacturing facility. I will expect a response in 5 business days. Have a good weekend, Luther Morgan. So this is a totally
ethical A-logging.
Yeah.
Ethical A-logging.
And if one of his 6 employees decide to get back to him.
I know, right? Well, I get. I think Maggie is still working for him. Also, I hate his Wisconsin accent, because when he says bag, he says big. When he says Maggie, he says Meggie. I'm listening to too much fucking quartering now that I hear the Wisconsin accent all the time.
So he's one of those people that says,
rip my fucking
he says
ears
bagel, doesn't he?
I don't even know if he said bagel before in a video.
But it would say bagel.
He would definitely say it. Like, he says beg for bag. When he was talking, when Trump, when the last assassination attempt happened,
yeah,
he obviously was very excited because he was able to put a video out. And he was at bowling. But when he said bowling in the video, he said bulling. I'm dead serious.
He's gonna make this shit up.
Part of his accent, part of being rushed, but he says bulling in the video.
Oh my God.
Above board business inquiry. And this business, Coffee Brand Coffee, the only way to get in touch with them is via email. So if I email them and you email them and everybody else watching this video emails them, we might just learn the truth, because we're consumers and they're a food manufacturer. We have a right to know where our food is coming from. Wouldn't you say? And just a little side note here.
And he's mad about this shit happening. Like on Twitter, he's going, I even though the FDA doesn't allow this, I should pull him up. But he's mad about this shit happening. But if another company had this going on, the quartering would 100% be blasting this out.
He'd have 13 little quick videos on it.
He would 100% be doing the same exact thing, joining on, saying, yes, we should ask this company
That's all
what's
he does.
going on.
He's a joiner.
Exactly.
He's a joiner. So
go ahead.
Go for it.
No, I was going to say, but he's going to complain about this shit and that people are asking for information even though they don't need it. But it's something that he would 100% do.
So real quick, caveat Ty saying I never liked Stern. I didn't mind Stern. I was always a little kid, and I would just like if I'd be flipping through the channels and E would be on, and then you would just see like censored boobs all over his E because he was on. People forget that late night on E, they used to have his broadcast of the day on there, and I used to actually enjoy like watching it because he was like cutting edge. The interviews were fun; they were curse and everything. So, and E they let curses go after like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it was fun just watching Stern. I liked Stern back in the day. Nachi saying caveat, Dabbleverse is just a place where old Stern fans and Opie and Anthony fans go to get a taste of the late 90s and early 2000s fun. This is true. Nachi saying Kansas City, Kansas is ghetto. Kansas City, Missouri is awesome. Never been to neither. And Nate saying, speaking of DSP, the video of him shopping for workout equipment and saying he doesn't believe in workouts while you stand up is wild. He doesn't believe in workouts.
I haven't seen that clip of DSP.
Wait, what?
Well, DSP, he said he's been working out, but he only does like
working out
curls.
so he doesn't do any squats.
But he only does like curls, and somehow he said he hurt his leg doing curls at one point. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but I haven't seen that clip. But it's 100% something DSP.
Honestly, the best thing ever is if he comes out and he's like, it's all sketch and all sketch.
It's not.
Comedy,
Everyone wants to believe that shit.
I want to believe it's so bad.
That shit. It's not.
I want to believe that he has an IQ over the fucking temperature outside.
No,
like
he is like Chris Chan. How Chris Chan, who was where A-logging got its name, but like Chris Chan, he is someone that shouldn't be on the internet that much. That is being altered by people that are fucking with him and messing with him on the internet. And he just can't do it.
We've kind of all like taken ownership of DSP. He's our lovable retard at this point. Like honestly,
I wouldn't even say he's lovable. The man's
he's become that way.
He's one of the reasons that video games are fucking ruined. He's one of the reasons why yellow paint is everywhere. No, I will never ever call DSP lovable. No fucking way.
Finish the video. You're so mad.
I am so sick of free Hannah Claire. Why doesn't Hannah Claire free herself? As far as I know, she's not locked up in Jeremy Hambley's basement. How about you ask your corpulent man-child boss where the coffee factory is? How about you ask him why he doesn't give nutritional facts, why he doesn't provide consumer information, why he's hiding where his coffee factory is? How about you ask him those very, very important questions? Because everyone wants to say they're a journalist. Everyone wants to say they're an investigator. Everyone wants to say they're a truth teller or a truth seeker. Well, how about you actually get off your fucking ass and ask him some of these tough questions? You don't have to ask him about his bedroom life. You don't have to ask him about internet drama. But this is about food safety. What if someone has an allergic reaction to whatever the hell is in this coffee, whatever flavorings he puts in here? This is important. So guys, the search for Jeremy Hambley's coffee factory continues, and I will let you guys know and keep you guys up to date if I get any response from Coffee Brand Coffee. But we have to keep searching for the truth, we have to keep asking for this information, and keep looking. So, please like, please subscribe. If you want to support the channel, I appreciate everything. If you don't want to buy the book, that's fine. Just give me a like, it really helps me out. Thank you so much. Till next time, have a good weekend.
And like I said, there is a
Thank
part.
you, Luke and Morgan. That was awesome.
Part 3 to this, which I will probably watch tonight. I do have a couple more things to share with you, Alex, right after that.
We got to do it.
I know, but we can go to Nate's comment right here. It can't be an act. He won't leave his house because his cat is too needy, which is very true. Very true. I'm telling you, it's not an act. People want to believe it's an act. It's not an act.
Real quick on the aside with Hannah Claire. People know I'm not a fan of hers. Main reason being, not because she's a milquetoast conservative, because she is, but because she corrects people that call her Hannah. So from this point on, she's only Hannah on the show. I refuse to call her. She is that pompous person that will say, that'll be the first thing you say. Like, and she would do it to guests on Timcast. Somebody would sit there and be like, and Hannah, she'd be like, Hannah Claire. It's like, bitch, you have 2 names. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Your name's Hannah. Your parents messed up by adding a second name. Your name is Hannah. It's not Hannah Claire. I can't stand people that are so pretentious. That is a pretentious fucking impulse. And no, she is now officially just Hannah on the show. Hannah Brimlow. I'm eliminating the fucking Claire. She is just Hannah Brimlow. So diatribe.
Flash put out May 1st, 9 p.m. EST on Rumble. The quartering is going to come on live and address everything. Now, will this actually happen?
I doubt it.
I don't know. I have no idea. But it is Friday, so he's probably going to be drunk. Also, I just saw this, so I have to share this. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Get inside me, you coward. I've got more tweets to write. Just share, it's only Wednesday. Oh my God.
And this is what I was talking about with him going crazy tonight about the Coffee Brand Coffee stuff. Hey, all CBC customers. Apparently in the new bags, people would like a disclosure specifically on flavoring. Not our actual customers, just terminally online psychos. Either way, no problem at all. We'll add it on all future batches. Always happy to go above and beyond for you. And this guy, Mississippi as fuck. God forbid anyone wants to actually know what's floating around in their drink. Stupid fucking morons. Just chug.
But at the same time, it's like the quartering just admitted he was out of FDA compliance.
Yes. Yes. And apparently he has now added a disclaimer on the website about it. And there's just so much shit going on with this. But also, I want to finish this off with a song that was put out by, hold up. A no-name ex-worker.
Okay, I'm here for it.
This is a fantastic AI song. He has a new one out that I haven't listened to yet, but I heard this and everyone needs to hear it.
Oh, speaking of, shout out to fucking also Leaflet for all of her awesome AI
I haven't listened to them.
They are so good. Leaflet is absolutely killing it as well. If anyone wants to go hear some based all about, one is just all about fucking people, like go fucking make kids, and it's amazing. And this other one's about how education is stupid. That's the last two she's done the last few weeks, like college is dumb. So support Leaflet as well. All right, go for it.
Out of bed around noon. The bedroom smells like a tomb. Cracks open, fireball number 4. What is he even fighting for? Flags another channel, calls it war. Nobody really knows the score. Types it up and hits send, then does it all again. Doobie-doobie-doo, where are you? Crying on the internet again. Doobie-doobie-doo, what you gonna do? What you doing this weekend?
Dude, pause it real quick.
What you
Dude, Melanie just being so malnourished is fucking hilarious. It's like malnourished. The tattoos are fucking perfect.
So someone said that Melanie looked a little big in it.
Looked a little big?
Yes.
I mean, listen, Melanie Mack has fallen off the deep end too. She's another one that's fucking. Did you see when Craig put out with the exposure with their
the message chain? Yes.
Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, the fact that she just refuses to admit that Jeremy's being a piece of shit. You're not friends with him. He signs your paycheck, Melanie. Like, come on. He was there for me when others. So he white knighted for you. So you fucking want to be around the person that white knighted, except for Craig, who just let you be a fucking big girl. Like,
my only question is, has she siphoned more money out of him more than Sydney Watson? Or is she not at the 250K yet? Because Sydney got 250K from her.
She's 100. Melanie Mack would not miss the opportunity, okay? With her furry husband, okay?
That shit's crazy.
Dude, how does she pick 2 gay husbands? Like, how does she have a second gay husband? Like, how do you do this?
Oh, shit.
Like, what is my type? Homosexuals. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is that your type?
Oh man, I love it. All right, let's keep it pushing.
Keep going.
doing this weekend? What you doing this weekend?
By the way.
The bull came around late last night. Jeremy just turned off the light. Melanie Mack put her name on the line, defending a man in a hard decline. She loves Jeremy more than her own man. Running defense any way she can. Left her husband on the shelf. Girl, you really outdid yourself. Doobie-doobie-doo, where are you? Crying on the internet again. Doobie-doobie-doo, what you gonna do? What you doing this weekend? What you doing this weekend? What you doing this weekend? Hannah B. that's as far as Hannah took. Honey, if you see it clear, why are you still sitting here? Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? Crying on the internet again. Dooby-dooby-doo, what you gonna do? What you doing this weekend? Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? What you doing this
What are the oranges for?
It's going to be mentioned in this song, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
He's been in the bathroom for an hour. The Rumble number's going sour. The stream is dead and the chat is gone, and nobody noticed he was on. Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? Hiding on the toilet again. Dooby-dooby-doo, nothing is new. What you doing this weekend? 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 What you doing this weekend?
That's awesome. That's real. AI's gotten too good, man.
I know it's
there's some really good AIs. They're funny. People are turning like text messages from like their girlfriends and boyfriends into like AI emo songs, like pop punk songs, and they're really funny. Like I hate to watch them, but they're absolutely hilarious.
I love that.
They're great. Like, and it's like, because obviously, like when you're dating someone, especially a girl, they get fucking dramatic. Like they're joking around and stuff.
Mhm.
But one of them, it's like his pregnant wife is constantly like, "I'm dying. I'm nauseous. I think I'm gonna die. This kid just won't stop kicking my ribs." And it's like an emo like pop punk song, and it's
I love it.
amazing. It's really good. It's really good. So, Dave, 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
Yes.
Do we got anything else?
No.
We
I
filled
could
this
probably
thing with,
find
3
more
or 4
things, but I
stories.
think we're good.
No, I think we're good too. I want to give a shout out tomorrow, almost today, at noon Eastern. Scoop B is doing his last Scoop B radio. That is coming to an end after a decade. Scoop's been on the Alex Cuesta show. He'll be back on the Cuestacast at some point. He's one of our homies. We love Scoop here. The best NBA insider on the planet, and knows everyone in the NBA you'd want to know. He does know. So if you guys can go funnel over noon Eastern, he will be giving his final show tomorrow. So, and he's expanding. Scoop B Media is expanding and getting bigger, and he's going to do some more stuff. But I just want to show him some love for the decade of great podcasting. One of the podcast pioneers, doing it for 10 years, doing it before it was really big. Scoop was out there doing it, talking to the best in the NBA, best in hip hop culture and things like that. So shout out to Scoop B. Congrats on 10 great years. And he's only going to get bigger and better. Scoop is the friggin' man. So outside of that, Dave, anything else?
That's it. I will probably be up late tonight following things because I know the casino's on as well right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up putting them on. I'm gonna listen to whatever the fuck happened on Flash's stream. So and there's just so much more than that going on. The AI shit on YouTube, but
yeah, we didn't even touch on the AI. Yeah,
point.
we'll get there. Maybe we'll do an extra stream at some point. Extra stream. Let's do an extra stream. We'll do an extra stream at some point. Maybe this week or this weekend, and we'll kind of touch because Cinevere, Drunk 3PO, Umbrella Guy.
He's the latest one I think that's happened.
Cine?
I think she's the latest one I've seen.
She's and Paladin.
Aiden Paladin, but she got Broken Crown back.
She got Broken Crown back, but again, 3PO is completely demonetized.
Yeah, Jay's still fucked.
He's fucked. All of his channels are fucked.
Yeah.
And it trickles. It's insane what they did to Jay. And it's like, but yeah, we'll dig in some more stuff. Hope everyone has a good night. Thank you for watching wherever you watched from. Go give us a like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we shall return probably sometime this week. I don't know. We got nothing else better to do with our lives. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. So long, y'all.
But I can't lie, I struggle with faith sometimes, and I ask why. I question his work some nights, I try to look up when I feel stuck. I try to look up, and I put put my faith in him. The question of your faith builds perseverance, and perseverance must finish this race. So choose to love it now, be welcome and embrace it. Let him do his work, but you must work, don't get complacent. Don't let that seed of greed plant its roots in your foundation. The house you build is nice, but underneath it you'll find Satan. And then you'll become a victim, you'll grow cold and start complaining. So choose to see the sun behind the clouds when it is raining. You choose to keep believing, you choose to keep on fighting. You choose when something's wrong, you do your best to make it right. And you choose to never quit. If there's darkness, there's a spot that you could brighten. I take my pain in words and try to offer good advice. And I do not have all the answers, I do not have all the fixtures, but if you keep it pushing, referring back to the scripture, there's a chance it will get better, and we live for that. He made you from his ribs, so know you're built for that. Yeah, we're built for that. But I can't lie, I struggle with faith sometimes, and I ask why. I question his work some nights, I try to look up,